So, uh, it's been a few weeks. Before we start, I'd like to thank all of the people who attended or later watched the recording of the seminar I gave on being a DM and world building, which can be found in our channel's videos. Also, a huge shout out to our first subscriber, Tanuki543. Thank you so much, bud. When an
Holy
enemy
shit.
inevitably
Thank
crits
you
and
very
kills the players
much.
tonight, it'll be in your
Yes.
honor.
Yeah.
Damn.
We'll
Oh,
name the
boy.
first death saving throw after you.
Yeah, we go.
F.
The Tanuki save.
We believe in you. Don't
All
make
for
us
you,
regret
bud.
that.
Alright, time to play the intro. The intro is taking a while to load because Roll20's a bitch.
Oh, it's playing for me.
It's playing for
Pulling
me.
over here.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna assume it's ended by now.
Nope.
Nope.
It's a long and
Yeah, it do be like that.
sure do.
Now it's over.
Okay.
Yep.
That's good.
I pulled the star in reverse for my computer, and that means that I'm feeling overwhelmed with the curveballs that life is throwing me, wondering why this and why now?
Okay.
They really didn't like the new mod, huh?
It says that this is a test of faith.
So, let's
It's like it knows you.
let's see if we can get at least one thing to go correct tonight. Last time on the Unsung City, the team was
Yes.
warned of an inspector from the BIR coming into town to crack down on those breaking the 18th Amendment and bringing his own team of personally loyal agents with him. Since those agents will be leaning heavily on the local constabulary, the team was advised to make themselves scarce for a while, as their shootout with Johnny Falcone was quite public. They boarded a train to the Midwest, where they hoped to discover a source of chronite, one of the rare reagents needed to repair the Watch of Unwound Time. Along that way, tempers flared at the treatment of Shamrock received, and many angry words were exchanged. Now we rejoin them as the train arrives at the station of St. Elmo, a gold mining town in central Colorado. So, we now need to go to St. Elmo. And I believe
Ooh.
it was
Wow.
I have a feeling I'm going to be really out of place here.
Not necessarily.
As opposed to
Well-
how you were before?
Yes, actually.
Honestly, you're better suited out west than you are to the east.
A little bit.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there are quite a few settlements or settlings of Asians after the after the Cross American Railroad employed quite a few of them. Let's use the word employed for lack of a better term.
That's fair.
Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, not chew them up and spat them out. So, you guys have gotten off the train, you've gotten your luggage, and the train has settled down, it's hissing steam. Around you is what, if any of you had ever opened a textbook and looked in one, you would see as a textbook definition of a mining town. Most of the stuff is made out of wood and metal sheets. There's very little stone actually used in construction of most of this stuff. There's several people still driving around on horse-drawn wagons. As a matter of fact, you don't see really any tire tracks anywhere around. There's looks to be a flower shop near the train station, as well as a few, not necessarily cafes, but short order restaurants making their bid for hungry travelers. There's a couple people walking around the platform trying to hawk their wares, quote unquote. Further down, you can see what looks like a large church, the steeple of which almost eclipses the sun from your angle of elevation. And it seems to be placed prominently in the center of town. Just down the road from the church, you can see, closer to you, I should say, you can see what looks like a general goods store and a saloon next to that. People around here are dressed in predominantly flannel with mostly reds and browns. There's not much green or blue in their attire. This is mostly hardy folk who are dressed in colors that are from easy-to-make dyes.
Like I said, not really going to fit in with what I'm dressed in.
In your fucking kimono, yeah.
With like moving.
You're all city boys.
This is true.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Francis is not a city boy, thank you very much.
That's true. You're from the middle of a swamp.
Yes, he's swamp people.
Sweeple, if you will.
So,
God damn it.
the day is yours.
We brought the car, right?
Yes, the car is currently being offloaded.
Yeah, we're gonna stick out like
Although-
store thumbs.
You are now noticing that there is not really a road as much as like a dirt track that's been cleared through the middle of town.
Freestyle.
Mostly wagon. Your taxi may have some difficulty. I'm going to require actual driving checks if you're going to go anywhere outside of town.
Dang potholes.
Well,
Yeah. Well,
did I ever?
you mentioned that
I just-
you were putting off-roading tires on it. So if you want to go out into the dusty wastelands, you're probably going to need to drive a little bit more carefully.
So-
Thanks for the run. Yeah.
Well, what's a drives check in this? Because I didn't see a
would say,
skill.
so are you proficient with land vehicles? You should be.
I should be.
If you have your license, you
It would
certainly
your
should be.
proficiency check.
Well, and you're a
Using-
cab driver.
Yeah, you're a cab driver. You ought to have on your sheet somewhere proficiency with land vehicles. It would be a proficiency check with that tool or vehicle in that case, as opposed to and if you do not have proficiency with land vehicles somehow, then it would just be a dexterity check. Although I would like to add your proficiency because
you've been driving for a while.
That would be down in the tools and other proficiency section.
Yes, it
Yeah.
would.
Yeah, I don't think.
I don't think that ever came up.
Then
Then,
yeah, you
Yeah,
never
I
told her
should have
to.
it out.
I mean, the DM just saying he's given it to you, I think.
yeah, just go
Yeah.
ahead and add that in
Whoops.
as a dexterity base.
The other section here is the thing that you're. Oh, sorry.
It should be land vehicles or something like that. There's one of the
Oh,
treatable options.
Yeah, vehicles, open quote, land, close quote.
What'd you do?
Make
I'm
your
not.
stat for that that it checks against to be dexterity.
Oh, I bumped the lock button.
Now, you guys are standing on the platform, and I assume that you're going to kind of leave the platform eventually.
Okay.
And as you are walking through town,
Okay, so land vehicle proficiency.
Is this the town that I went to before? Yes.
yes, this is.
Okay, so I kind of know what's around and all
Yeah,
that.
you kind of know the lay of the land.
All right.
You didn't spend a lot of time here because you got you spent like a day or two here because you got pretty frustrated by your inability to really penetrate into the underground complex of the cave systems in the area. But you
Right.
know at least like, here's a good inn, here's a place to sleep for the night. This store is going to overcharge you, this store isn't, that kind of thing.
All right, I was going to go to the inn or tavern or whatever and see if they have a phone that I can call back and let the person, what's her name, know that I got here.
Cool.
And get better details on the job.
Cool. So
Oh.
as you walk down the road towards the nearby saloon, which is one of like 2 or 3 places that has a phone out here, you hear on being shouted off from the side of the road.
Before
And
we
the
say
next
anything-
up in the lots is this card collector
just-
Zeke's
Hmm?
collection. He is a collection of over 16 different decorative card decks. He's trying to make some money to pay for repairs on his roof. Starting bid
I mean,
is
if we're stopping,
starting bid is 50 gold. 50 gold. Do I hear 50 gold?
50 gold.
50 gold to the young gentleman in the back. Do I hear 55? 55, 50, 55? Do I hear 60? 60?
100.
Are you kidding me? Fuck
100
you,
gold,
Ren.
100 gold to the young lady in the back. 100 gold. Do I hear 110? 110, 110, 110.
One tad.
110, 110. Do I hear 115? 115? 115? Going once? 110? Going once? Going twice? Sold.
Did you want some of the card decks?
No, I was going to get it for you, actually.
Why? Alright, whatever.
Yeah, the
Whatever,
winning
Ren.
bid, okay.
You seem to want it.
Yeah, but I had the
Yeah,
winning
I was
bid.
already gonna pay for it!
Yeah, so
I can just. There's a bank nearby. I can just take that money out.
No,
and-
it's really fine. I'm just
You-
so confused. It's alright.
yeah.
Shamrock's just watching all
Yeah.
this and just shaking his head.
Now, formerly already had the winning bid when you outbid them.
Oh!
Yeah!
Yeah. And you just
I'm
more
dead.
than
Oh,
double the
God.
price.
That's
You
why I was like, what the fuck?
You know, you gave that guy. You did a good deed for a stranger. You gave a random person more money
Another
than they
50
would have
gold,
gotten.
or 60
yeah.
gold.
Now he's gonna be able to fix his roof.
Yeah.
I should
You did
sure
good.
hope so for 115 gold.
No, it's 110.
110.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
So you go up and you pay them 110 gold, however you carry it, gems or platinum or whatever,
Of
and
course.
you receive a worn leather briefcase, which they open up and show you inside contains 16 packs of cards, and the guy goes off and he starts announcing a lot of decorative tableware, and the guy who's taking your money and handing it to you says, you got a good deal on this. I hear old Zeke, he had one of these decks of cards is a set of tarot cards from some famous fortune teller out in the East.
Really?
Yeah, rumor is that there's still some magic in it. She was always very accurate with her predictions.
I'll have to check it out. Thank you for the advice.
Yeah. Good luck, and, hey. Thanks.
I should throw him cards.
Zeke, ever since Zeke, fell off that ladder and hurt his hip, it's been real hard for him to do. I appreciate you, going so high on this thing. It's not worth that much, but I appreciate it. We all do.
Yeah. Of course.
Is she looking? Is forwardly looking at me while she says that?
Yeah, absolutely, he is.
Hey, I'm a kitsune. What do you expect me to do?
Can
knew you had.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
What's the tableware look like? Is it good tableware?
Yeah, it looks like it's got a... Looks like it's actually not china, but what's that, ceramic. It's ceramic tableware.
Oh, okay.
Glazed, it's got a nice flower print on it. Unfortunately, they only have, 4 plates and 3 cups because one of the cups is damaged.
Oh yeah, fuck that, never mind.
But they do have a full set of accompanying, silverware that's actually silver.
Okay, well, we're gonna pass
so
on
they're
that.
asking for 25 gold as a starting bid, and people are starting to call out, so on and so forth.
But yeah, I'm a kitsune. Did you really expect anything less?
Are you interested in it?
No,
What?
Okay.
not if it's missing a cup. Fuck that.
Well, the cup's chipped and broken, so they're not selling it, but you could probably ask for the old cup if you wanted to.
No, I'm good.
yourself.
I'm good.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so you guys continue on your way. One of you a briefcase, heavier and so gold lighter, and you make your way to the saloon. And
Briefcase in one hand, cello case in the other.
Only practical things for this journey.
Hey, Donnie. You know I meant nothing by that, right?
It's all right. This is the most gold I've ever had in my life, so I'm confused, a little insulted, but I'm not going to miss it. So.
I was just going to offer to pay back half at least, but if you're willing, if it's fine, then it's fine.
It's fine.
All right, goofballs, look alive.
Right.
All right, we're going into the inn. Whatever inn
Yeah.
I started walking towards.
yeah, so you head into the saloon. It doesn't even have a name. It just says saloon over it because there's literally only one in town.
Perfect.
Until I went down.
It's like when in movies you see a bar that just has beer on the sign. I like that beer brand beer. Or this
Sure tastes
saloon brand saloon. You walk in, and there appears to be a middle-aged woman. She's in a faded red dress with an apron and a bonnet. And she says, "Well, howdy, strangers, come on in. Grab yourselves a table, I'll be right with you." She seems to be... Her arms are absolutely overflowing with plates and pitchers and stuff like that. She's making her way around, pouring coffee and placing plates down and stuff like that.
Well, it looks like town's doing all right, if nothing else.
People always need to eat.
In a quarter is one of those newfangled auto-playing pianos. The ones that you can put in drums with a pre-made song, and it'll play for itself when you don't have an actual pianist.
My brother.
Damn, your brother's a spin.
He wanted to be a bard when he grew up.
And gather around are a couple, not necessarily like rough individuals, but they're definitely weather worn. by the climate around here. They're all, they're split off in a couple different tables, drinking various beverages of undisclosed natures. A few people playing cards with some chips. And there's a barman polishing a drink off behind the bar, as you have, Anselin.
Gonna, like I said before, I'm gonna see if they ask the barman if they have a phone here.
Yeah, so you walk over and he says, "Howdy, miss. What can I get you?"
I was just I needed to contact someone. Do you have a phone?
Sure do. But yeah, it's payphone, afraid. You're gonna have to put I almost said a quarter. You have to put a silver in. It's just around back as he nods his head. It looks like there's a sign for bathrooms around the corner.
All right. Any of you spare a silver until I can get until I can pull out the cash?
Pulling out my
Don't you? Oh, that's right. You deposited in a bank account.
I deposited, yeah.
Yeah.
I pull one out my jack and just flick it to you.
See, this was your first mistake. You should always carry at least 10 silver, 10 copper, and 10 gold on you.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Classic blunder.
You committed one of the classic blunders.
All right,
that
so
meme never gets old. So, yeah, so you go around the corner
and call
you
the
slot
arms
your
dealer.
coin in, and hopefully your character remembers the phone number.
I had a card. She gave me a card. Remember?
Who are you calling?
The arms dealer that I got the job from.
Oh, Annabeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so you call Annabeth, and she picks up. Hello?
Hey, it's me. This Annabeth?
Aye.
Hey, we're here. Just
Who's
wanted to give
me?
a few more details. Rin, you dunce.
Oh, you sound much different on the phone. She says you sound
Sorry, I didn't hear
different
that.
on the phone.
Ah.
You know, normally you say, "Hi, it's me, Rin," when someone says hello, but go on.
Long ride.
I'm sure.
Was hoping to get a few more details before we started investigating.
Aye.
Could I get a name of the person that you're looking for? You never gave that to me.
Yeah, it's because I hadn't made it up yet.
What was it, Annabeth?
Her name's Liz. She's
Alright.
She's a good friend.
I'll look around. Is there a last name to go with, or just Liz?
Let's just go with Liz for now. You should find her by the wake of destruction she leaves in her path.
Oh,
She's
okay.
not subtle in any way. Unlike myself.
Yes, we've all seen how subtle you can be.
Aye.
Alright, I'll look around.
The sound of someone knocking on the door on the other side of the line.
Alright.
Hold on just a second. You hear the phone receiver put down, and hear sound of footsteps walking over and opening the door. Yes, can I help you? Oh,
Rona leave?
fuck! And you hear the sound of a shotgun blasting a few times, and then the sound of metal going through meat. There's silence for a little bit, and then Annabeth walks back over, or footsteps walk back over, and so, receiver's picked up. Sorry about this. I need to cut my call short.
That's fine.
Someone decided they didn't like the price I gave them.
Their fault. Their loss. Anyway, talk to you later. And I click. Anyway, next up.
didn't wait for a buy. Wow.
She seemed busy.
She
Yeah.
did seem busy.
Disposing of a body is a lot of work.
Still rude.
Not if you eat it.
It's
I mean,
etiquette,
that's true,
damn
I
it.
guess. But that's a different kind of work.
This is true.
So, yeah. So you guys are in a saloon.
Next up.
I'm gonna keep my ears out for anything relating to either the mines or ourselves, I suppose.
Okay. Are you just casually eavesdropping?
Yeah, pretty much. Just if anything picks up, cool. If not,
Cool. What else is everyone else doing?
Whenever the waitress gets back, I'm gonna ask her some questions.
Cool. Alright, and we've got formerly Fritz and Nadia still to do. What are you guys gonna do?
I want to have a seat with everybody, but I want to pull out my briefcase and take a look at my new little collection that I've got.
Cool. Gray, what are you doing?
Fritz is grabbing a drink. He's gonna get himself just a brown liquor and come back to the table because he also wants to see what people got.
It's gonna be, it's probably gonna be like 3 coppers.
That's baby money.
I mean, not
Actually,
Money
it's
for babies.
money for babies.
Remember,
Okay.
this is the 1920s. Money stretched a lot further.
And
Yeah.
we're filthy rich from doing
You are
crimes.
The wages of sin are sweet. Do gay, do crimes, get paid.
PK,
You fucking know it.
Get paid.
Nadia, what are you gonna do? And then we'll just kind of go down the list of everyone.
Nadia's leaning back in her chair, like with her eyes closed, trying to just rest a bit, because not really used to trains.
Yeah, I was half tempted to see if any of you were motion sick with a random roll, but I decided I wasn't gonna be that cruel. I figured you guys could figure it out one way or another amongst yourselves.
I rode a ship. I think I
Fair
can
enough.
handle a train.
Yeah, sure. She could have a little bit of motion sickness, but that's why she's resting right now.
Trains feel different than
Cool.
car.
Yeah.
Trains are different than car. That is a true statement. So,
Yeah, you got
let's
more
go down the list.
The bus is going through a really bad suspension.
You're just resting. Shamrock, you're listening in. And you do hear a couple people, like, over at the card table, because you have an amazing passive perception, grumbling about, how the coal mine's still closed down because, something, or not the coal mine, the gold mine is still closed down because something weird is going on up there. People keep disappearing, and so the mayor's shut it down until they can get some of the National Guard in to come, or some of the, not the National Guard, but like, they can get the military from the state to come in and see what's going on with it, help them sort it out.
Alright, so shut down
Because
for...
the town is too small to have its own police.
Yeah, I mean, they'll have like a small police force, but not one that's equipped to delve into a mine and figure out why people are disappearing.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Suppose there's another mine that's gonna be headache.
Or it's the same one, who knows?
Next was Francis. Francis, you are... the waitress comes over and says, howdy, can I get you anything?
I'd like whatever y'all do best here. But if you don't mind me asking, I was here a few weeks back, and y'all were having some trouble with some drow coming out of the mine. That's still going on? That been resolved yet?
Well, bless your heart. Thanks for coming back. Yeah, we're still having some problems. I am really bad at a southern accent.
It's all right.
We're still have some problems. I don't know nothing about no drow, whatever that means, but we have some miners disappear recently, and it's been causing issues. Especially since the mine dries up. The town may not be much longer, even with the tourism we get coming in from the train
Tourism?
station.
What kind of tourism there around here?
Well, all them city folk, they tend to like the wide open views or something. So like she says it like air quotes.
Well, I appreciate you letting me know.
Yeah. So right now we got our famous grits and eggs, and we got some SOS. You ever had that before?
No, I don't know what that is.
Actually, you probably would.
Oh, would I know what that is?
Yeah, it's a military thing. They serve a lot in the military.
Okay.
SOS is it's short for shit on shingles. It's cream chipped beef on toast.
It's like good shit.
It's amazing, but they call it shit on shingles in the military.
It's so salty and gross, though. It's so salty.
Get out of here with your face.
It's so salty.
I mean, you're talking to Francis, who lives in a fucking swamp. Like, he eats, like, grubs and shit, so he'll probably
Yeah,
be
but you
down
were
with
also deployed.
it. He was, for
months.
like, years.
So you probably
Yeah.
would have heard of it at least once. You probably would have had it at least once when they cooked
Yeah.
it in the mess.
They gave you gave you just before the first charge, just to start your day off right.
Yeah, great. I'd like the SOS, man. Thank you very much.
Excellent. And you want some cheese on your grits?
Please.
Excellent. And coffee?
Uh,
You look like you just got off the train.
Yeah, I'll take the coffee, and if you got any milk to go with that, I'd like some of that as well.
Excellent. I'll be right back. And anything for the rest of you? Sorry. Nadia's at the table.
I'm just
Ray's
probably
at the
getting back
table.
Fritz is gonna knock back his drink and ask for another.
Right? Another ale for you. Careful with those, hon. That's old McGully's own private brew.
Well,
Stronger than you city folk are used to.
Is that so?
I have a question regarding everything that happened just now.
We have answers.
Sure.
So there was alcohol getting sold on the train, and there's alcohol getting sold here.
they just passed prohibition. Like
very-
last
The 18th Amendment just happened last month. One.
Okay, so like
two,
everyone's still selling it. Okay, got it.
This is a remote town. Like, if you had a remote town, that's what St. Elmo would be.
Okay,
We're in the Wild West.
Because I had the question on the train too, where like they're serving alcohol on the train. And it's just like never.
Yeah, train's a bit more
yeah.
highball, but out west, you're either going to be Wet City, Alaska, or you're going to be Temperance, no alcohol anywhere.
On the train,
Yeah.
there were people with enough money to make them not care.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to clarify for my own.
Yeah,
Shit.
and then here, it's a very small remote town, and they're just gonna keep doing what they're doing.
Alright, yeah, that's chill. Alright. Sorry to interrupt.
Yep. So,
You're good.
no, it's fine.
It's a good question, no.
clarification's good. Yeah. So, so formerly you sounded interested.
A little bit. I was thinking perhaps getting a drink myself.
Right. What can I get you, hun? We got one of them import beers on tap somewhere or other. I hear city folk like that. We got some nice sherry, made by our own crops.
I'll try the sherry if it's local.
It's local.
Hell of a way to start an afternoon. Let's do it.
All right. Do any of you else want, well, it's a bit late for breakfast, but, an early lunch or a late breakfast?
I'm going for get a shot of surprise me.
Oh,
Why?
you're one of them, one of them, what are they called? Automatons.
That ain't, man. Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, yeah. I seen one of them out on the farm. Plow and stuff. Yeah. He always likes to come in here and smell the drinks for some reason.
Man after my own heart.
Right. I'll get you something that he likes.
Much
Yeah, and I
appreciated.
say, the merchant came through just last month, had some nice jasmine tea. And he seems to like it.
Do I hear that?
You should, by now.
Okay, so yeah, so I'd be over here by now. I'll have some of that, please, as I sit down.
Pot of jasmine tea it is.
I get two.
And are we doing this all on one check or separate?
I got this bill.
Right?
Thank you kindly.
You cover us.
Appreciate that.
Okay, yes, thank you.
I'll be back. As she scoots off to pour coffee for some other people. So, formerly, you are looking at your decks of cards. You do have quite a few nice cards. They seem to be all in their original packaging. They're still wrapped. It doesn't look like they've actually been used at all. This guy was a collector, not a user. You get one that's got the backs, according to the box, the backs look like they are, the backs look like they are dollar bills. There's one that's got a paisley pattern, which is kind of, your mileage may vary with paisley.
This is true.
There's one that looks like it's got scenes of waterfalls on the back of it. There's one that's on the box. It says that it's got all of the face cards are hand-painted pictures of famous people.
That's lovely. Am I able to kind of suss out the possible magic deck in there?
Yeah.
I don't know how many. Like, I don't know what percentage of them are tarot decks or what percentage are like regular cards.
So there's 5 regular playing card decks, and then there's one that's for bridge. And people who played bridge before know that there's more than the standard playing cards in there. And then there's one that's a tarot deck. You can tell because they're a lot bigger than a regular deck. Not like an immense amount, but like 20% bigger than regular cards.
Mm-hmm. I've seen a tarot deck before. All right. Does anyone here actually know what you're supposed to... I know that you pull them, but I don't know beyond that.
I mean, it depends on what side you're trying to pull them.
There's actually many different ways to place tarot cards, depending on what you're reading. Like, there's the standard
3-card layout, then there's a diamond layout.
There's a 6-card variant, a 12-card variant. It's actually really complicated.
Yeah, in your readings depend on what your there's a bunch of influences and other stuff.
That's what
I'm just going to pull 3 cards and see what happens.
Then there's a whole attunement process, which is completely different.
The most basic, though, is the 3-card draw, where you're pretty much asking a question, and it's like, what's happened past to this person, the present, and then the 3rd card is what's in store for the future. That's usually the beginner standard.
Yeah. All right. Does anyone have a question for my new deck?
Usually there's a process, but you asked about the guillotine process, which is something I've read about. Usually it's a 3-week to 3-month process, depending on how much, where you just keep it on you at all times.
I don't have the patience for that.
So you can try to cobble together what you were just told, out of like rumors you've heard. Maybe you've had your.
Yeah, no, I get it. You ask the magic deck a question. You hold it in your hands really good, and then you pull 3 cards, and it tells you things.
Certainly do.
Charlie, I've got my deck in my hands. Do you want me to pull 3 cards for you?
I don't know if Jeffrey has something in mind, or if he would like you to pull a card. I do not know these things.
So, if you want to do a poll, why don't you first off tell me how many cards you're gonna pull?
I'm gonna do the recommended simple 3 spread pull.
3 pulls. Okay,
Why don't we?
Do your first one, and then I will pull from my tarot deck.
Ooh.
Jeffrey with the tarot deck.
Jeffrey, what deck do you have, Jeffrey?
That's where I got it, the fucking store.
Yeah.
It's got
We
the
all have
major
one.
arcanas and the minor arcanas. It's got the water and cups and stuff like that.
Is it a writer's weight?
I don't know these things.
That's a word.
I want to know.
So you're actually seriously into tarot? Cool.
I mean, I am too. I'm not knowing for the bit. I've got a Gustav Klimt tarot deck.
I know your tarot deck is so pretty, but
I know, but he's a dick.
You open Pandora's box.
Let's just
Or briefcase in this matter.
Go get my deck and the little book that comes with it.
Okay.
I got a big book.
I also have a big
I
book.
actually have an entire instructionary thing on how to incorporate
cool.
tarot into your life.
So-
It's kind of cool.
so you draw your first card, and it is the 5 of Wands.
Is it in reverse or up front?
It is upwards.
Lovely.
I need you to know that it's wacky that we pulled the same card.
Bum.
One time I
You're gonna
laid
have to
out.
tell them what that means, because I don't remember. I only remember the major arcana.
Was it 5 of Cups? You said, or Wands?
5 of Wands.
5 of Wands.
Ooh, good
Conflict,
fortune.
discretion, competition, intention, diversity.
The 5 of Wands is your past.
Okay.
And then this is going to be your present.
What's my poison?
Cup of poison. Who knew?
Shit.
Oh, that's not good.
Not good.
What did I pull for my present, Jeffrey?
The Tower.
Oh
Is it upright or not?
Let's find out.
Let's find out.
I'm assuming
Why
it's
couldn't it
not
have been
gonna be. It is upright?
So much
Okay.
better than the tower.
It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter. Either way, that's your boned. But the
Tower
There's gonna be a lot of change in the
destruction,
future.
Chaos, death.
Oh no, I'm aware. One time I saw a ghost and I asked my tarot deck what I should do about it, and I pulled the tower in reverse and I said, okay, but can you give me some advice? And then I pulled the tower in reverse.
Perish.
Yeah. It just said, you're fucked. Good luck, dude. I don't know.
Just we'll meet your next of kin, man.
okay.
Get me out of here.
Hey, do me a favor.
Yes.
Just roll me a d10, please.
Scary, but I will do this.
Or not d10, a d22. Sorry.
That's too specific, Jeffrey. I will do.
Do me a
oh
D22,
God, can I do that
please.
on here?
/R D22.
/R1d22.
19.
Excellent.
Is it?
What's happened?
Did I tell you about that time I once got the most generic reading ever?
You hate to see
Shame.
it. One time I accidentally predicted my boss was going to divorce her husband. That was awkward.
Whoops.
They're not always true. That's something I specified.
They're not. I know they're not always true, but she did.
Ooh!
Yeah, it wouldn't have been awkward if she didn't. I didn't tell her to her face that she was going to. I was just like, "Oh, Blair, that's interesting. Seems
I
like
did
some
the
stuff's
same
gonna
thing.
happen in your life."
I did the same thing with my friend's breakup, and they never talked to me again.
Damn,
Oh,
you hate
I
to see
once
it.
got the generic reading of.
Okay.
What'd you pull?
I swear if it's upright death.
No. So, here's the fun fact about this.
Also, really quickly, 5 of Wands, very congruent with his backstory, which I hate.
So, so your draw is the Fool
Nice.
Upright?
for your future. Yes, it's upright.
Good to know, good to know, good to know.
Which is, that means change, I believe.
I thought the tower was changed.
Natural.
No, the tower is
No, that's death.
The Fool is
Death
different.
Is change,
I thought-
Yeah.
but the
Tower
Fool
is
is like
forcing change.
you are going to challenge adversity and overcome it.
Do you want to know something wacky, Jeffrey? I pulled a tarot pull for this arc, and the Fool is what I got for my final card, too.
Cool. So,
Okay, stop that. Don't do that.
So, stuff rearranges around you. Like, you feel everything go a bit dim and quiet. And you get the feeling that you should pull 2 more cards.
Ooh.
Or
All
you
right.
can sit where you're at. But you feel like you could pull 2 more cards and something significant could happen.
No, I feel the urge. I'm gonna do it.
All right.
Okay.
So let's see what your next 2 cards are.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Okay. You got that. And that. Okay. So what is that one? Oh! Right, roll me a d3.
All right, Jeffrey.
Here we go.
Keep doxing me like this, and I'm gonna start using your name too. So that's scary. All right, so you drew the gem and
the gem?
the moon.
The gem?
So here's the fun part. If you want to know the fun part,
What's the gem? Hold on, what's the gem?
this is a depreciated deck of many things.
No! Jeffrey, no!
Oh,
Jeffrey!
Wait, no,
So-
is he about to, no, is he about to get fucking
There's a
no, is
10%
he about to
chance.
get grogged?
There's a 10% chance that every time you draw a card, it's one that still works.
Is he about to get grogged? I'm gonna kill you.
You drew the Jester, which is draw 2 additional cards beyond your declared draw. Or you can gain 10,000 XP. I'll let you choose which one after you hear the other one. The gem is 25 pieces of jewelry worth 2,000 GP each, or 50 gems worth 10,000 GP each appear at your feet. And then the moon is you are granted the ability to cast the wish spell 1d3 times.
Oh my god.
You rolled that shit.
Holy
You rolled,
shit.
you rolled 2 of the very few cards in that deck that won't fucking kill you.
Yeah, I'm
rolled
very
a
pleased
10.
about that.
On your d10. That means your next draw was an active card and you drew the Jester,
Fuck.
which was number 19.
oh,
Oh my god.
I just want you to know that right next to the Jester, if you'd rolled an 18, was the Fool, which is you lose 10,000 XP.
Well, we're not thinking about that today, Jeffrey.
You're not.
Instead,
So, you can choose to gain 10,000 XP, which I believe would put you up to level 9.
Fuck, dude.
We're at level 4.
Oh no, hold on. That was 50,000 XP would put you at level 9. I believe that would bump you up to like level 6 or 7.
something like that.
Or you can take your other 2.
Oh my god.
So money and wish or levels.
Can we do everybody else while I think about it? It is a hefty decision to make.
Cool. So,
I appreciate
none of
it.
the rest of you know about what's going on here. This is something
No.
that's happening in Formerly's mind.
That's what you're scared.
Formerly flips
in his
over
mind.
that, and then they flip over 2 more cards. And they're just kind of like staring at the table.
Huh.
Is yeah, gonna be all right?
She'll probably be all right.
So one of them appears to be, looks like a very like realistic gem, and the other one looks to be a picture of the moon.
Huh.
None of you know what that means.
And you don't know anything about this stuff?
I'm gonna go out right now and say Ring does not know anything about tarot because
No, that's
an
a
Eastern.
tarot is
That's
Western.
a Western thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been to a few, like, spiritualist parties. Not really, something that is an expertise of mine, but, I mean, I've had my cards read a bunch, palm
If
read
we
and
were
stuff.
talking rune readings, I might.
I might know.
Would you?
Yeah, occult stuff.
Occult stuff versus occult stuff versus like you are in occult,
Yes.
but do you know about
Occult
tarot?
versus occult.
I'll leave that up to you if you would have encountered tarot before.
Also, wasn't tarot and stuff like
I'll take the 3 wish
from like
spells.
Russia or something
Okay,
like that?
so you're
With the Romanovs and stuff.
Say again?
I thought gypsies and stuff were originally like part of the Russian culture, with the Romanovs and stuff with Rasputin.
The Roma are from the Slavic area, I assume, but they're not
Yeah.
like
But-
Russian or
Yeah.
German or anything like that. They're their own culture.
Also, nobody knows 100% the actual origins of tarot because it's been around for too fucking long.
I'll say with a 10, you could, try and you could puzzle out the first 3. But you have no idea what the gem and the moon mean.
Okay.
So you're gonna take the gem and the moon?
I can take 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, you either get
You get both
It's
of them.
take 10,000
three,
XP
three.
or draw 2.
Yeah.
And you chose to draw
You're
2.
about to make it bank.
So you
get
Because
the
I'm
wish
springing this on you, I'm
and
gonna let you
one
roll it back
three
and take the
wishes.
10,000 XP instead.
Yeah, you get the 3 wishes and the gems.
I mean, I just feel like having 3 wish spells on a back burner is just going to be very, very excellent.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I was not expecting this to happen so soon.
I love to surprise and delight, Jeffrey.
Yeah, you do.
You know,
So
I was going to
please-
joke that it's actually secretly just a deck of many things, but I didn't think it was actually going to happen. So here we are.
Please make a note on your character sheet that your deck has used up the gem and the moon.
Okay. That's okay, cool.
The jester and the fool go back. The other two, all the others stop working.
Okay, so semi-functioning deck of many things minus the gem and the moon.
Yes, it's only a 10% chance every time you draw a card.
Jesus
With over 10%
Christ.
chance.
But your character doesn't know.
Yeah, of course.
But this is
Just so they feel so much more
I cannot
wishful.
believe that small chance.
Doesn't that mean that a bunch of fucking gems are gonna appear at Formerly's feet right now?
Yeah, so I'm gonna say, because I find it funny, that all of a sudden your guitar case feels clanks and falls over and clanks heavier, and there sounds like something is shifting inside it.
Please don't be a spider. Please don't be a spider. Please don't be a spider. Please don't. I open it.
There are 50 very large, brilliant gems sitting inside your guitar case, or your cello case.
Huh. I close it.
Did anyone else happen to see that?
Do you want them to be able to see it?
No.
Okay.
I don't. I think that would warrant some questions that I don't have answers to.
I'll
like,
leave that up to
how did that get filled
then.
with gems? I don't know.
You open it and then you close it quickly. You also feel some untapped potential in the back of your mind.
Cool.
I was really hoping you would pull the fate.
What's the fate?
The fate
What does the fate do?
You can use allowing you to avoid or erase one event as if it never happened, when that can be in your past.
Ooh.
You say that and I know what you want from me, and that's fucked up of you to do. It's very fun what you've said. It's very fun, and I think that's a very sexy little option that you just tucked in there for me, like a little beautiful. However, fucked up of you to do.
Oh, God.
I was really hoping you would draw it and then have this really existential crisis about what do I do with this.
Yeah, no shit, I'd have an existential crisis about it. You love giving me an existential crisis. Yeah, I know, which is also upsetting. Thank you, Jeffrey.
You also don't know where those wishes come from or who's powering them.
I wasn't gonna consider that. Thanks.
But now you are. Congratulations.
Sure am.
So,
alright.
So you guys are staring at this tarot deck, and Formerly eventually gathers himself and, slides them back into the box. And you're all, thinking about the results of this tarot that Nadia tells you about. When the waitress comes over and says, "Here you are, eat it while it's hot." And she puts the coffee down as well, puts some mugs down for coffee, and a few bottles of alcoholic beverage, as well as some
the tea,
cheese grits, and a pot of tea. She's got quite a lot on this tray. She's got a pot of tea, a few cups, a container of... Was it 2 of you asked for cheese grits, I think?
I think it was just Francis.
It might have been just Francis. Okay, so there's a container, there's a bowl of...
Francis got SOS.
This is a big bowl.
Yeah, he got the SOS. Excuse me.
Well, you asked for
you got the full
special,
breakfast,
which was cheese
did I?
grits,
Okay.
eggs, and the SOS.
Cool.
So you got when I say bowl, I mean like this bowl could be a meal by itself. Of grits.
Yeah.
A heaping mound of a plate just to itself, a heaping mound of eggs. And another plate with cheese, with looks like toast, and then a carafe.
How do you people eat like this?
I think it's a carafe. Of what looks like a white sauce with bits of meat floating in it.
Cool.
And then
Francis?
she pours you a cup of steaming coffee, and she puts down a little server of milk and sugar.
Cool.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Has a woman by the name of Liz stopped by recently?
Can't say
would be.
here. Get a lot of people through here.
This mining town's popping.
Yes, it is. Ever since that railroad got built through here, we've had quite a few faces coming through every day.
Rather charming, I must say.
Appreciate it, doll. Anyway, let me Let me know if I can get you anything, sweetie.
All right.
And she walks off to help other customers.
Anybody want some grits?
How do you eat like this?
They don't fuck around with portions around here.
No, I know.
What
This
are
is like,
grits?
big one.
So grits are like ground cornmeal.
Yeah.
And you eat this?
Yes.
That's right.
It's a
It's
southern
fantastic.
staple.
Yeah.
Cornmeal.
It's not
Francis is
cornmeal
no.
because meal's finer. It's like have you ever had oatmeal?
Yes.
It's like that consistency, but it's ground corn.
Hmm.
It's porridge, basically, made from boiled cornmeal. But it's like rough ground. The particles of grits are probably like like a third or like a quarter the size of a piece of rice. They're pretty small ground.
Hmm.
I can't believe I need to link the wiki article for grits.
I can't believe that I bother with a character voice if you think it's still me! I know what grits are.
Francis is gonna like slide the grits over to formally. Just so like he'll formally take some, he's gonna keep sliding it over, like a little bit at a time.
Why? Did you not want the grits?
When he's not looking, just put some more on his plate.
Yeah.
Eat up, boy.
Now I will say,
You're so skinny. You need to eat.
that this is a very hearty meal. And if there's enough in here to probably feed like 2 or 3 people. And if you partake, you guys, everyone who partakes, will gain 5 temporary hit points until their next long rest.
Wow.
This
You
is a
should
hearty
thank you for the
southern
grits,
meal
King.
for hardy folk.
Yeah.
who
Should
work
have
in
some
mines
of
all
them.
day.
It's a lot of food.
When in Rome, I guess. Sure,
The
Rin will give it a
jasmine
shot.
tea smells and tastes amazing for each of you respectively.
I'm used to it though.
Yeah, but it's since you came over here, you haven't found a single gaijin who actually could make a decent cup of tea.
Oh yeah.
This is actually passable.
Okay.
You only have to go to Colorado to get it.
You only have to go to the middle of fucking nowhere, Colorado.
Hey,
I
the
would've
middle
expected
of fucking nowhere, Colorado is apparently fucking bumping, so jot that down right now.
No. Rin is gonna be like, take a sip of the tea before taking it, but it's gonna be like, with holding the plate in air. I would have expected tea of this quality back in the city, but here, and just set the plate down.
Yeah, this is a high quality box of tea.
Now, if it had been made by someone who knows what they're doing, God knows what it would taste like.
It should also
Life
be
is many
noted,
mysteries.
It should also be noted that the pot that they gave you was like 2 liters. They gave you a lot of hot water. They don't believe in small portions in this town, apparently.
Oh no.
That's a waste.
It's not a waste, you just gotta drink it all.
Good luck with that.
The people who come into the saloon, you can see, like, even the people who were here long before you are still, like, sitting around, chewing the fat, doing stuff. You get the sense that people who... The portions they... Oh, jeez. The portions that they... The portions that they serve here are meant to be lingered over. People who come in here to eat tend to stick around for a while, so, you wouldn't drink this pot of tea in like 10 minutes and then be gone, like you would in the city. You would probably drink it over the course of like an hour or 2 while you chit and chat with your neighbors.
Alright. So it's a community. It's a community.
It's a community
Dinner
water
dining
park.
room, basically. Okay.
It's the only saloon in town.
All right.
Where
All right.
people
That
meet
makes a
and
bit more
greet, play
sense.
cards, that kind of thing.
All right.
I have actually gone to a restaurant like this. Not the cute, tea in 2 liters, but the children's portion's what you would consider an adult portion.
You can say it's Cracker Barrel. We all know.
It wasn't Cracker Barrel. It was the
Fantasy Cracker Barrel.
We're at Fantasy Cracker Barrel. Get that
Sure.
sunrise breakfast.
I'm gonna make a perception check to see if I can overhear anyone talking about any newcomers by the name of Liz or whatnot.
Sure, you can. I mean, if you want to ask around, you can do that.
That was persuasion. Well, you hit persuasion anyways, so.
Perception. I meant. Yeah. Okay. Do I have
You wanna
perception? No, I don't have
ask-
perception. Okay.
Do you want to gather information by asking?
Yeah.
around?
Let's go with gather information.
Okay, cool. So you do persuasion, you go back and forth and talk, and these people don't seem to be the most friendly. Like they're polite, but like that southern.
I am a
polite
human
where it's
form, if
like-
that makes a difference.
You're
also an outsider, so.
polite.
Yeah.
Where but you're still Asian,
Yeah. True.
and you're still a woman in weird clothes.
Oh God.
It's a very insular
So
town.
they're that southern polite where they're not going to be like rude to you or anything, but they're also not like.
But
You
bless
get
your
the sense that
heart.
you're being like politely stonewalled. But all of them tell you ain't never heard of no one named Rin, or not Liz.
They pick up a gun. Never heard of anyone named Ren.
No.
No one will
Wrong
again.
character. So
You were saying,
I never
Nadia?
heard no woman named Liz.
So, formerly has just been going by formerly through the whole thing, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Hey, you mind if I make a daily draw on those there tarot cards?
It begins.
Sure.
And there's the fool.
You know, I used to play with these for a long time when I was a child. The Page of Cups.
Hold on. Before that,
If it's not one of those
you
wonky
need to
ones.
roll a d10.
Oh, of course. The fun.
So the way this works is, all of the. Okay, cool. So it's just a regular card. So the
Okay.
way this works is like, it's a standard tarot deck, but occasionally,
Yeah.
occasionally you'll get someone, the card is just kind of like magically changed place with one of the deck of many things cards.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
So you got whatever your daily draw was.
Yeah, it's the Page of Cups.
Cool.
Inverted.
Sawarudo.
All right. So no one knows anything.
New ideas, doubting intuition, creative blocks, emotional immaturity. Woof.
Correct, scrub.
Damn.
Get wrecked.
What?
You did your daily drawing for you. At
No,
the
that's the upright. I had the reverse.
Creative blocks.
Even worse.
Now is the time to be independent. Friends and coworkers may not understand your feelings. Don't let emotions overpower you and don't judge others too harshly. Patience wins in the end.
Look sidelong at the train scene.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just like train. Don't do that again.
Oh boy. I didn't do any of this, but if I did, I probably would have sent you the exact same message.
Thank you,
Something
Greg.
telling you not to do that again. But I didn't have to do any of it. So, yeah,
Thanks,
so
universe.
you guys ask around, and they're kind of not really interested in talking to you, although Shamrock surprisingly does get a fair amount of leverage, or not leverage, progress with them more than anyone else. Possibly due to the guy who works out on the farm. People being familiar with robots.
That and I've overheard a few things here and there.
Yeah, so you can... I'll just speed things up so we can get further into this session than sitting in a saloon all day. So you guys gather that people have been going missing.
Over about the coal mines.
Gold mines, sorry.
The gold mines, okay. You said coal.
Coal like once or twice, but that was a mistake.
Okay.
I'm from Pennsylvania.
All right, gold it is.
So people have been going missing up near the gold mines. There have been quite a few people coming into town to do their own prospecting off the books, or to, there is a reward of, 100 gold pieces put up by the mayor for anyone who can figure out why people are disappearing and take care of it. And there's people coming in for that express purpose. And they're spending their money at the local town while they're doing it. The general goods store is selling a lot of rope and a lot of pickaxes.
Sounds about right.
Welcome to Floyd Collins' Great Sand Cave.
God.
Well, asking around, you can get directions up to the gold mine if you want to go, although all of the locals warn you off going there.
I do want to go.
Sure.
That's exactly where I want to go.
Yeah. I am going to follow the leader here and get some extra rope.
I'm gonna. Hey, hold on. So,
a pick just to cover our bases.
I'm gonna go see if they have any ammo to pick up.
Are we
I have
just?
a revolver.
Hold
Are
on,
we
hold
just
on.
doing this now? Are we just doing this now? We skipped town to not get involved in shenanigans, and we're getting involved in shenanigans as soon as we get here.
Well,
this watching can't fix itself.
Sorry, I wanted to let Gray talk.
Thank you. It's okay.
So, you guys are free to do what you want. If you want to head on over to the general goods store, you will find all the items listed in the player's handbook are marked up 15%.
Okay.
Of course they
Because
are.
they're fleecing the people coming in.
That's fair. As I look through...
You can get bullets, although their supply is limited. So you could buy, a few boxes, but don't go crazy with it.
Okay.
Shadow, I have a question.
Sure.
When we leave the tavern, is there any young kids checking out the car or anything like that?
There's some local hooligans, I guess you could say. Not hooligans, but unattached youth, let's put it that way. That are, hanging around, oohing and eyeing at it, looking at themselves in the rearview mirrors.
As the youth are like to do.
I mean, this is new and exciting for a small town.
Never seen a car before.
So, Nadia approaches the kids.
Radio?
If you're interested, I could give you a ride. I just, I'm trying to get some information about what's going on at the mine. Maybe you overheard something your parents were talking about.
They kind of look at... we weren't doing nothing. We weren't doing nothing. Promise.
I know. There's no scratches. There's no dents. I'm offering you ride for information. It's trade. It's good.
We're not really supposed to... Oh, shut up, Jessup. As one of them elbows him in the ribs. It's the first time I ever seen one of them fancy locomotives. I want to ride. If you want to stand here and walk home, you can do that.
The sheriff? It's, I
Hey.
would imagine, no.
My name's Clement. He holds out his hand to shake.
Nice to meet you. I is Nadia.
Name's Clementine.
Oh my god, all of the Walking Dead coming back to Haunted. No! Oh.
Your soul.
Jessup kind of rubs his ribs and says, Clem, what the hell? This here is my idiot cousin, Jessup. That's Billy Joe. And that's Jeannie. As he nods to the young girl in a bonnet.
Well, I wouldn't call him an idiot. Being wary of strangers is quite normal.
You don't seem like a bad sort.
You don't need kids.
So, you want to know about them, his eyes are like drifting past you to the shiny taxi. You want to know about the mine, right?
That and any other rumors that is going around this town.
Clem, I really don't think we should, miners and rumors, right? Yeah, I could help you with that. Like, just completely starstruck by this very utilitarian vehicle.
It's cool and shiny.
It's cool and shiny. I'm not drawn by a horse.
Oh, where's the horse go?
So, do you just like drive them around the town circle?
Yeah, and if they want to go home, drive them home.
Okay, yeah. So, you do end up making a few trips out to various farms and such.
You're gonna make them roll a driving check?
I'll say that for the purposes of this, you won't need to. You can be.
It's a bit bouncy, but it's fine.
I mean,
Yeah,
your
I'm not going to be
suspension
doing any
doesn't like
with
you.
kids in this car. Like,
Your suspension really doesn't like you, but you can make it fine.
Okay.
So that one kid's like giving me eyes and shit.
It's giving us any information on anything?
The kid, so Clem doesn't stop talking the entire time. He'll tell you about the school teacher is, been spending some time over at an old widower's house, and, or is it a bachelor? He was married once. School teacher's been spending time over at his house, or spending nights, and he says this in a way that's like, "Oh, how scandalous."
Ooh.
And there have been the miners have stopped coming into town, stopped going out. They went out like about a month ago for their usual, day of stabbing the wall with sharp metal. And something happened, and only like 2/3 of them came back. And the tales that were told was strange things moving in the darkness, and eyes, and weird sounds. Everyone assumed that they were, that they had gotten lost in the cave system, and everyone else was just drunk on the stills that are up in the, they found one of the stills up in the hills and drunk some of it. So they said, yeah, whatever. And they sent a search party out there with lanterns and such, and they're looking around for it, and they didn't find anything, and in fact, one of the members of the search team didn't come back. And at that point, the mayor put a shutdown on the mine and said, okay, until we can get some army in here to do it, no one has his blessing to go out there and mine. people have still been going up there because gold. And even though gold coins themselves have become the currency of the realm, you can still make a good fortune, swinging a pick at a gold vein for, a few hours a day. Even if it does, have to be, processed and stuff like that. You can still make a good
people that have been continually visiting the mine, has any of them been seeming off?
Off how, miss?
Different than normal. Sneaking
Wait, miss or mister right now?
It's miss.
Miss, okay, so sorry, you were saying.
Has anyone been sneaking about, being more, shady?
And one of the boys elbows the other boy and goes her, and they're like, well, Billy was going up to visit Susie Ann up by Makeout Point, if you know what I mean. He says this like he's revealing some great secret.
Scandalous.
Schoolyard skins.
Well, so you get the sense that this is like two teenagers are going off to have a midnight tryst, or because this is the 1920s, do even more scandalous things like holding hands.
Oh Lord.
They might even kiss the degenerates. Yeah, they don't seem to take
Before they're married, whores.
At first, and then you know, adults sneaking around, and they're like, oh, they'll relay small town gossip, we suspect so and so was going into so and so's cow shed, and rumor has it that this guy is secretly brewing whiskey in his basement, so on and so forth. But nothing like what you're implying.
As a last-ditch effort, is there any ghost stories around here? The spooky.
You talk about Coyote?
Oh, we're bringing the Smithos in. Oh boy.
I mean,
Everyone's heard about Coyote.
No, not dog. I'm talking not natural.
I'm sorry, miss. I don't follow. That's about as unnatural as you can get, by my reckon.
I'm talking about spirits, ghosts, bump in the night, zombies, something strange.
Oh well, one of them priesty guys came in last harvest, and he did some he did some. I know it would have been last solstice. Basically last winter solstice. Priest came in and did a blessing on the graveyard, and since then they haven't had any problems with ghosts or the restless dead. He thinks you're talking about undead in the area. You say, no, we got a big fancy priest from the city to come in and bless our church. Mayor was right proud, had a festival and everything. I got to have 2 ears of corn. he says proudly.
Damn.
Lucky bastard.
So it's 3 or 4 kids that I'm driving around.
Mhm.
4? Or 3?
It was 3, I think.
They're
But
multiplying by the
3
minute.
boys and 1 girl. Although at this point you've dropped all of them off except for your devoted storyteller who is sitting. You've already like parked at his stop, but he's just like can't stop talking.
I'll have to kick this kid out.
You are probably gonna have to kick him out.
I really want her to deadpan just get out of my car.
Oh. Where do you live so I can drop you off?
Say again?
He just said you were probably parked outside his place.
Yeah, you're like you've been parked, at the end of his not really driveway because that implies that they have cars, but it's
Okay.
By the parking house.
Well, I need to go to work. I might see you later because I will be here for a few days.
Well, boy, golly, that would be swell.
Oh my god.
Golly gee, mister.
He hops out and scampers off.
But before he leaves, I'm like, if you're interested in a small job for me, you could shine my tires while I'm in town. I give you a gold for it.
His eyes widen in shock.
Holy shit, because yeah.
That's a lot of monies.
That's a lot of monies.
We're giving
That's
him
a
like
lot of money
5
for a small town like this.
Doing fucking Rockefeller shit here.
Yeah, I could get 10 corns or 20, I don't know.
That whiskey was 3.
Take all the corn.
All the corn I want.
I could get that fancy corn.
Yeah.
Corn 2.
I could have 2 corns for every meal if I wanted to.
I could start counting on fingers. Like 10 corns.
And it's only like has 9 fingers up.
That probably sounds about right, to be honest.
So, did any of them seem worth looking at after all of that?
I enjoyed the yes, the spooky thing.
Yes. Very good.
Yeah, so he promises to come by wherever you park it when he's done his chores, and pay off, and like shine your tires.
So, I have a question.
Sure.
In all my wandering around, nobody tries to provoke some weird Asian person that's carrying weird shit.
No, they're kind of just doing their best to ignore that you exist.
Okay. I can deal with that.
They don't pick a fight, but they'll definitely put your ass down if you try. Or they'll do a spirited attempt at it.
Before they become spirits.
But they're not gonna pick a fight with you.
Spirits.
They're doing their best to just pretend that you don't exist.
Okay. Including so there ain't there isn't any of that you're kind of welcome here bullshit. Okay.
We're in the
they're,
West,
they're,
dude.
like, they're very southern hospitable, but it's like a very
Okay.
cold hospitable. Like they're polite, but in the please go away now polite.
Okay.
The kind that suggests that they don't want you around, but they're not going to say it to your face.
They're just cowards about being racist, that's all.
They're just xenophobic, really. They don't like anyone who's not from their town.
Ah, okay.
All right. So yeah, like I said, buying like 6 bullets from the shop after taking out some money from the bank.
Cool.
So,
Yeah.
After that ride with the kid, though, I'd be looking for Shamrock.
Okay. So, was anyone doing anything while Nadia was riding around?
Francis, how far is the mine?
The mine's probably a good, 2 hours hike.
Okay. Now Francis is gonna go to the narrow store.
Okay.
Buy a pickaxe and some rope and see what
Will
else.
you be going with me?
Yeah, I mean, I assume that most you guys are, going into
Mhm.
the general store and all buying stuff at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not to.
I will say that you can get healing potions here, but there's going to be 3 total.
Do they happen to have explosives?
You
Just
can
by
probably buy some
chance.
dynamite sticks, although
That's exactly what I was looking for.
they're going to ask, what you doing with them? You're buying a bunch of stuff that's going towards mining, and they're like, just be careful up there in the hills when it's blasting. Some of that rock is a bit unstable. Wouldn't want it to collapse on you.
I appreciate your concern. We'll be quite careful. Yeah, how much will the dynamite cost? I want 5 or 6 sticks of dynamite.
Let's see. Dynamite is no cost. Why isn't there a listed cost?
Wow, it's free. Wow.
Wow, free!
Golly gee.
Free dynamite.
Load up.
Or you
You
explode.
get dynamite. And you get
I'll take all the dynamite I can carry.
Load up the bag of holding. Here we go.
Wait, we can't put that in the car because one bump, boom.
I mean, it's not
Let's
nitroglycerin.
say a stick of dynamite is 20 gold pieces.
20 gold pieces. Okay. I will
That
get
kid can run
5.
like dynamite.
Hold on.
And
Hold on. Let me see something right quick.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not that hard to use. If Tarzan can use dynamite, you should be able to.
Are bullet prices in the D20 modern conversions?
They should be.
It's only value. It's not actually GP.
Yeah, it's a
No,
value per 50 rounds.
So what's value to a gold conversion?
It should be in. Oops, that's Shamrock's private message.
What's that little sneaky robot up to? You up to some secrets? You up to some hijinks, King?
Just buying things.
What
He's
you
up to
got
some
there?
fucking hijinks.
Smoothie.
Listen, while you're all talking over there, I knew what I was getting. And I loaded it for bear.
Fair play.
So 20 bullets is
It's 2 GP, so
yeah, 2 GP for a light or for a basic, and then 3 GP for a martial.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you'd say he's not really hiding it, so
I have
you see as Shamrock trades some gold that on the counter as he starts to tuck them into his bag is some rope, a climbing kit, a healer's kit, some chalk, a pickaxe, and a sledgehammer.
So
And,
a bomb is 150
jingly bag.
gold pieces. Let's say this is the same thing as fragmentation, so we'll call it 50 gold for a stick of dynamite.
Oh, Jesus. 50 gold? Okay. I'll get 4, and I'll give him 2 flat for that. And, yeah, rope.
I'm
and
gonna buy a
pickaxe.
box of revolver ammo.
And do they have any, bear traps?
Hunter's traps, probably. They exist.
If they got any of those, I'm gonna buy one or two.
Let's see here. Hunting trap. Yes.
Hunting trap is
Should be about 5 gold.
D4 damage, it's a standard rarity, which means I'm supposed to give you a price because fuck DMs. So let's say it's 10 gold.
Yeah, I'll get
It's a
2
bear trap.
bear traps. So the dynamite
And
bear
for
trap.
the person who
and
got dynamite sticks,
All right, we're gonna take the bear trap. We're gonna strap the dynamite to it. Gonna get a striker device on it, so as soon as it closes, it just lights it, and then we run.
fucking artificers. Not even
Homemade
one.
landmine. Here we go.
This is prime material for you to make some shenanigans, dude.
Don't tell
You
me.
guys done
I'll do
buying?
it.
Nadia, I'll assume you can join them in the store for buying.
I'm taking a quick look here.
Okay.
Wait, this thing they have a grenade launcher?
No.
No.
Okay, because that's in this.
I mean, at best around this time, you might have rifle grenades, but that was in limited supply and definitely not civilian available.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, maybe you might be able to find a Civil War football grenade, but nah.
Objects,
should ask how long
objects
are
in the personnel handbone are all that's available. I'm allowing bullets because this is a modern setting. You may not acquire a grenade launcher.
What about flashlights?
Flashlights, well,
We have
torches.
I've got a
Yeah,
flashlight.
it's the same listing as a torch. But if you don't already have a flashlight, what are you doing?
Yeah, your basic kit should
should've
come
been
with a
basic kit.
flashlight.
Yeah.
I got a lighter instead.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
Oh.
That's right, you did.
Well,
Yeah, okay.
shame.
Yeah, so yeah, I would have got a flashlight.
Okay. So,
Okay.
Gray, did you do all your shopping?
I think I just needed bullets. Fritz is very much just kind of following behind, watching them all get their adventuring gear, and just every once in a while being like, we don't gotta get involved. It's not. We have money.
Well,
We have jobs.
You guys are also going into the mine to get the Chronite for Shamrock.
I kind of agree with Fritz. Can I get a two-way radio and hand them one of them and be like, me and
I
Fritz are
don't think
gonna be,
two-way radios are a thing yet.
Yeah, those don't exist yet.
You could have a
although you do
radio.
have
It's
an
going to be the
artificer
size of
who
your
can make you
car.
You have an artificer who can make you sending stones.
At some point, yeah.
That probably takes time, though.
It's
Yes.
one of his infusions.
One they don't currently possess, but semantics, really.
If you don't make magic walkie-talkies immediately as an artificer, you fail.
No!
Don't be
Don't
rude.
say that about our beautiful boy.
He's a
Hey, no, don't make
delight
it back up
and
and
a
He's a
hold
delight
joy.
to be around. He is a
Alright,
proper
so-
fucking gentleman.
I mean, bag of holding is legit.
He's more useful beyond utility. That's our dad's son.
That's our dad.
Oh, God.
He is both our dad and our son.
Claymore,
Yes.
you getting
Yeah,
bullets?
bud.
Yes, I put how much does a box of revolver ammo cost?
It's, I think I said it was 2 gold for 20.
I asked a question.
Okay.
I'm sorry that I asked
down
it
to-
again.
Sure.
How long are the wicks of the fuses on the dynamite?
You can be rigged with a longer fuse to explode after a set amount of time, usually 1 to 6 rounds.
Okay.
So I assume you could, like, clip it.
Alright.
You are going to have to declare how many rounds it's going to have before you light it.
Sounds good.
Okay. Shamrock, you're good. Francis, you're good. Formerly, did you figure out what you're buying?
Yeah, I don't think I need a ton. The only thing I was gonna get was like a set of pistons.
Pistons?
Or pittance.
I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it. You know what I
mean? Pitons.
Pitons.
There we go. Great.
Pistons go up and
Why
down
the
in a
fuck is
machine.
it called pitons? I know pistons are a part of the machine, but I couldn't think of what else to call them.
Well, it's not,
and
it's
I
not
just figured if I
Titans
said
because
pistons that someone would get it. So I feel like it's a victory for Charles.
It works.
It's all coming up formally. Except for that really, really disgusting augury you just did.
God.
But other than that, it's all coming up aces. Nadia, have you finished your buy?
We're
all waiting on you. No pressure.
Sorry.
We should rest and go in tomorrow, right? Like, there's no point in us going there
You
today.
guys did just do a long rest overnight.
It's already
Yeah.
like we've just had lunch.
No, you
That
had
was more like
you had like a
lunch.
late breakfast. It's probably like
No better time to go then.
8 o'clock.
That was more of a brunch.
So Nadia was gonna talk to Shamrock before everybody went and decided to head up there.
Okay.
Yep.
Make talk.
Shamrock.
Yeah.
I think we should watch the mine for a few days first, because some of the people in town have been still going into the mine, and if they are staying in there long period, one, they might be connected to the disappearances, and two, if they're not, they could be useful as a guide in the mine.
At the same time, if people are disappearing in the mines, I feel like time's a bit of the essence. Don't get me wrong. I get where you're getting at, but I feel like the time for waiting isn't now. That's gonna pass. My accent's going everywhere.
Story of my life.
Fucking Kim.
So,
Are we all here for that?
so
Or is it just
before we move to the next map, we're gonna take a 5-minute break.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Sounds good.
DM,
Yes.
very quickly, are we going to skip over the hike? Because if so, there is something I wanted to do while kind of idly walking.
We can do that if you would like before the.
Before break.
Or just before we go into the mines. I don't mind if it's after break.
Okay, yeah. Well, we'll do this all after the break. I'll see
Okay.
you
Oh,
guys
that's
back
no
here in
problem.
5 minutes.
Sounds good.
All right.
I am pissed off that everybody's going to be coached over.
That what?
I mean, it makes sense, lore-wise.
That what?
That everyone's
People are
going to
getting
be
coached over.
Oh.
It's a small town, and they're not going to be overtly racist to you because we're in the West, which at the time was like a solid 75% Asian immigrants anyways, because they were being used for slave labor on the railroad.
You know, just West things.
Just
Just
Western.
quirky Western things.
The Wild West really did be like a solid like 40% Asian people, 40% black people, 20% white people, but those 20% were the people in charge for some godforsaken reason.
You can just say it's systematic racism.
I can say it's systematic racism because it was.
That's literally what it
Let me
was.
tell you a
Like,
story.
by definition, what it was.
A story.
I'm from north of the Mason Dixon line, Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
Moved down here to be closer to my family, who's getting very old. And I got a job working retail. It took me 3 years of being constantly at the counter talking to people before the people of that small town would even let me look up stuff for them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm white. I'm a white American nationality. I'm not a minority mean. But just because I have a northern accent,
That's
treats me
hilarious.
like I'm a fucking plane because I'm not a good old boy.
Fucking yank.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad.
You are Asian.
Oh no, I did say it was more friendly. It just pisses me off, which is why I sent you that message.
It is more compliant.
It is.
I'm in the South, but the part of the South that is both charmed and willing to do a hate crime over me being gay. So, like, I went to go get Chinese food the other day, and this was like 45 minutes away from where I work, and the lady still was like, "Oh my god, you're the guy at the Starbucks, huh?" And I was like, interesting. You're the woman at the Chinese food place, apparently.
Small world.
Small fucking world, I guess.
You just gotta code switch like a motherfucker when you cross the border in the tri-state area, baby.
Damn. You right.
So I'm getting.
My dad.
I'm getting.
I have heard your father, and he scares me.
I'm getting
Yeah,
a.
Rona.
Dude, shit.
I was just fine.
No, like everybody did it like 4 times in a row there when I was trying to. So I want some earplugs, a filter hood, and now I'm looking for more stuff. They're basic Pathfinder gear, so.
We're playing 5e.
Oh,
And we're on the break.
yeah. I was looking up stuff while on the break.
Okay.
Yeah, AFK.
Yeah, I was just saying because I don't think the DM's here to tell you. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
It's okay. I think we just misunderstood each other. I'm bad at reading tone.
It's fine.
Yeah. I'm so used to playing Pathfinder that I went to that immediately.
Alright. Hope everyone had a good break.
So, do they have any like gas masks or anything?
No, I
Canaries or anything?
hate Gary.
I was gonna
Canary was
suggest.
basic mining gear.
Yeah,
I was-
I'm not going in that mine if I don't got anything to like be safe.
Cat.
That's stupid.
You can buy a mining kit.
How's that gonna tell me if there's a gas leak down there somewhere?
Cat. Put cat in mine. Kill my fucking cat, please. Dear God. I've been trying to suggest it all game. Please just kill my cat.
Your cat will probably breathe in the poison better than air. He'll probably be fine.
Bold of you to assume that your cat would die from something as mundane as no oxygen.
Bold of me to assume the cat can die. I'm so scared of it.
Only 2 of us will survive. Shamrock, because he doesn't breathe, and the fucking cat.
Yeah.
So there are actually, they have lanterns with a special shutter in it that glows blue. That flame actually turns blue when there's flammable gas present. I'm not making this fucking thing up. It really exists.
Tight.
Blue of a chemical
But it
reaction.
doesn't cause it to explode. You can get one of those.
Okay, yeah, I'm getting one of those. How much?
Just do like 20% more than a normal lantern.
Percentages, oh god.
So, 12 gold?
Sure.
That's a fat lantern right there.
Does the
Oh,
good job.
that was the price on the other thing. I could look it up. I don't mind paying 12 gold. So.
We're all very flush right now. I don't think gold's a problem.
Yeah.
So,
We got that much.
did you get my message, GM?
What the f?
Oh, you
What?
wanted to try to intimidate them.
God damn it! I messaged it to you for a reason.
Why do you always have to try to intimidate everyone?
What?
Aren't you tired of going apeshit?
Do you want to be nice for once?
Do you want to be nice for
Why
once?
does Rin wake up every morning and choose violence?
Choose violence! That's how I was describing her to a friend. I was like, she wakes up every day and she chooses violence.
You know, it's actually pretty crazy. It's basically just like a mesh grate that goes over the input, goes over the intake, and it just like all of a sudden it doesn't cause things to explode. It's
I love how we can't follow one linear thought.
It do be like that.
sorry.
Apparently, how Rin chooses violence over everything else.
I mean,
She wakes up every day and chooses it.
I've just come to accept that my players will do things.
That's why I
That
gave
don't be the-
Rin Zawaruda.
What?
Okay, I'm gonna get a helmet as well.
Don't you have a helmet?
One brain bucket.
I don't really wear armor,
Oh.
Slide.
except for like leather under my clothes. Like I don't wear a. Like I have a nice hat, but that's not gonna
Alright,
plus-
finish up your buy.
climb. But it just maybe other people get helmets and be smart.
I mean,
I have
it's
helmets.
assumed that a set of armor comes with a helmet. Unless
This is how it's no.
Yeah, but like modern armor, like under most people's armor in the party has been under their clothes. Like I'm talking, I don't know.
Did you finish your
I
buy?
I'm going through. I got like 5 more pages.
5 pages. What?
Can we put a stop on that? Because we are in a break right now.
Okay.
Not that I want to pressure you or anything, but we've only got like half an hour left, and I'd like to get at least a little bit of combat run in.
Okay.
If you have anything that you super wish list, let me know between sessions, and we'll just
Okay.
Alright, cool. So let's return to the game proper. Okay, so you guys are going to spend about 2 hours hiking through the hot sun.
While we are doing that, just very quickly, can I use one of my new rogue abilities to weave a rope for myself?
Sure. Oh, you were going to use that ability. Yeah, sure, you can do that.
Thank you. That's
Your
all I
rope
wanted
is
to do.
actually
It takes.
much finer than the hemp shit that they bought in the store.
Yeah, I
Or
wasn't
guess you
going to
guys are
bother
getting,
with
like,
that.
Cecil rope.
Hmm.
Probably.
Where are they got in
Cecil
stock?
Probably makes sense. It's hemp rope in the game
Yeah.
text, but it's probably like Cecil or something.
Okay.
Very rough
Gotcha.
on the hands. Not that Shamrock could feel that.
Oh, but just imagine.
That doesn't look comfortable, says Shamrock.
That's look comfortable, says Shamrock, doing the exact thing.
So, you guys spend about 2 hours walking. And we're going to move to the next map. And I forgot to drag all of you over the token locker. I assume Inca is going to stay hidden for now until you say otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Where's... Okay. We're just going to get rid of
Oh
that.
god,
because
doppelgangers.
apparently...
Kill your doubles. No, again, no doubles.
Why is Shamrock small?
Little boy.
Because
A
it's
Little
little
the...
boy.
Boy.
Because it's the ring. The frame
Oh.
actually takes up space.
Small icon, big boy.
It's not about the size, it's how you use it.
It's not about the size of his fist, it's how I crush people's heads in.
It's not about the size of your fist, it's about how I gently hold hands with you.
Oh,
Alright, so,
I feel spooked.
as you guys approach, you hear the sounds of combat coming. And you hear... Let's see... Where is it?
As I hear combat, I'm going to take out my sword. Oh.
I'd also
You hear
like
the
to.
sounds of roars and fighting. As well as a couple
Certainly.
gunshots going off.
Can Francis like go peek from I don't know around a corner or something to see what the fuck is happening?
Cool. Yeah, as you do, you see what looks like a large, like, bipedal bear-looking creature, and two other bears that are attacking a bunch of people in ragtag armor. They're all going to be fighting.
You don't know?
Nadia is rushing to her car.
Your car
He wants back in town.
Back
We're
in town.
hiking.
We would have drove it here so then we wouldn't have to carry everything.
If you're
It's like a
driving,
hike.
then I'm going to need 2 hard proficiency checks. To make sure you don't get stuck in the ditch. Actually, I should probably take 4, 1 for every half hour, but I'll do it. Well, no, I mean it would be less. Yeah, just do 1. Because your driving speed versus walking is 3.
Can we use a good point on that?
I didn't see a roll, but
I didn't roll at all.
Anything either.
Yeah, there's no attribute associated to it.
You need to put in fitness dexterity.
I have proficiency thing. I don't know. I thought I was supposed to add that because I put it in the thing with the proficiency.
But we don't see anything.
Yeah, there's no number there.
Yeah, it just says other proficiency land vehicle.
You don't see the 6?
nope.
The 6 is from the D10 you rolled earlier.
Yeah.
Oh. Odd.
Also, you need to put a good. You need to say you use a good bug point before you roll.
Okay.
Can you use a good point to reroll? Haven't we
Yeah.
been doing that?
Yes, you can do
We
a
have
good
been
roll
doing
if you
that.
want to get it.
For a boost, it's you do it before.
Oh, I see.
Should we use one before?
It's up to you.
Your call.
Your sheet
Yeah.
is taking a while to load, so I can't. There it is.
Ooh.
You need to do it up in here.
What?
Yeah, I'm having a hard time hearing you.
There you go. Now it should be fixed. I'll turn down the ground. Whoa.
Point for a reroll maybe, or
You want to spend a good point to reroll that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Alright. And go ahead. Ooh, that's very good. Yeah, so you make good time. But now you're gonna make me find a fucking taxi cab. There's a taxi.
clown car.
It's a large size.
Well, we are in there.
God, imagine all six of us trying to fit in that thing. Just
It's, I'll say that Fritz probably has to sit on someone's lap, and it's going to be Donovan.
It's gonna be Donovan because you're gay and God.
I'm just saying, if it's not, then it's gonna be Francis, or it's gonna be Rin. He's been, you know,
I mean,
Sham's driving. We know who's driving.
Someone's going to have to
That's
close
Nadia.
down someone.
Nadia's driving.
Nadia's driving.
Naughty's driving. Sham.
Someone's
You
gonna.
You've got driver's seat, passenger seat, and then you've got like probably like room for 3 people in the back seat if you're very comfortable. So one of you's gonna have to sit on someone's lap.
Shamrock.
Shamrock is fine with this because he honestly doesn't understand anything else.
So Shamrock is going to stay on Fritz's lap.
I was like, wait,
Yeah.
Shamrock's sitting in Fritz's lap?
Fritz suffocates to death. The height difference
no.
is
Roger,
disgusting.
it's worth it.
You were saying something, Rona?
My roll 20 froze for me, so I'm reloading.
Okay.
Alright, so while that's happening, everyone roll me some initiative.
Don't forget to sec your token.
Oh, are we going all in? Okay.
Going
Gonna
right into it, it's
roll.
okay.
I'm gonna roll another nat 20 on animal handling bears. I feel it deep in my soul.
Well, shit.
I get a bear in every campaign. It has to be.
It's mandatory.
It's mandatory.
Oh yeah, we are not turning this into the Magical Menagerie Take 2. Like it was last game. 'Cause
Listen, we don't have a spaceship this time, but
Look, I have a spell that lets me talk to animals. Let me handle this, guys. I got this.
Oh yeah, you're a whole ass ranger, ain't ya?
I am a whole ass ranger.
Shit.
Ranger danger.
You get a bear.
and you get a bear, and you get a bear.
And you get a snake.
Oh boy.
My cat's pissed, and I don't know why.
Love on him.
When is a cat ever not pissed?
Fuck on.
My cats are happy.
Of sharpness. What does this do to Is it the scabbard of keen edges? That doesn't. Wait, here we go. Sheath. What? That's
I'm gonna
not
let
it.
her go. She's third.
So,
Is it
let's see
the?
how the turn order is looking.
Is it the scabbard of keen edges?
Do you know?
I wrote down sheath of sharpness, but Google's telling me that's not a thing.
No, Sheath of Sharpness is something special that you should have written down. Okay. In your notes, Sheath of Sharpness, I believe, was your first attack of the round. You got a +1 to damage, but you had to sheath it again to redo the attack.
That's so stupid, and I love it. Thank you.
That's why you bought it. No, I believe the reason you bought it was because it wasn't on fire.
Yeah, that's the reason why.
Fire bad. Fire bad.
Alright, Francis. You
Yeah.
are... We'll say that Nadia got to the vehicle and could get in as their action is comprised. If you wanted to. Francis.
Yeah.
you're up.
So there's 2 bears and a bear-like creature. And they're all fighting.
Everyone was
I
kung fu fighting.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals on myself, I guess. I guess that's what I'll do.
Any movement?
Yeah, I'll move a little bit. No, I'm not gonna move closer. I'm gonna move over here if I can.
There we go.
Oh, I don't see anything. No, I see nothing.
How do you see nothing?
It's just black and my token.
Yep.
It's not that important. Let's just turn it off.
We'll figure it out later.
Just keep in mind that is a solid stone that you're walking on.
Oh, okay. I can't walk up on that. Okay.
No.
Then I'll go right down here and I'll yell out. I'll cast Speak with Animals and I'll yell out, "Hey bears, what are you guys doing? What you fighting for?"
Right, well, on the bear's turn, they'll get to do something. This bandit is gonna swing at this bear. And yeah, the bear's happened. How much damage happened to that bear?
I hate to see it.
Punch right in the snout.
No.
No, he's swung some kind of sword at it. By the way, I want you guys to know that I did actually look up what kind of bear is appropriate for this area of the country.
Oh, what type of bear is it?
It is a black.
I was about to say, should be black bears, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just
So I
one
think
ranger trash.
black bears are generally very timid for
Yeah.
bears.
They are. Brown bears are the more aggressive ones. And fuck you if it's grizzly.
Polar bear.
Polar bears too.
Okay, so then this guy is gonna swing with a pickaxe at this bear. Ooh. Crit. How much does he do? Okay. Alright. So that hurt that bear a lot. This one's gonna pull out a pistol and he's gonna try and shoot at this guy. Might have fired and I missed. Crit.
Some for several hours.
No, do we want to kill the bears or the people?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Yep.
I'm a morality gray bear.
Okay. Where everybody's got guns. That's scary. So is the entrance this part? This zone?
Yeah, it's a wooden
right here?
gate on the map, but it's open.
Okay.
Okay, it's open.
5, 10,
All of
15.
this is open.
Oh, okay.
5, 10, 15.
These are the posts. These are the posts that the gate is. The
Okay,
gate
yeah, you should have
frame
mentioned it
is.
was open.
Yeah, it's open.
Okay.
So
Sounds good.
he's gonna go here. Where he's half behind a crate, because of course he is.
Half behind what crate?
He's gonna just be,
I
or
think
whatever.
I think they mean this one. They mean
this,
this one.
that thing.
Yeah, you might want to move the character over a little bit more.
Is it this one?
Just keep
That's
like
the
right there.
pickaxe right there, hon.
I was pointing to this thing. I'm the shit yellow boy.
Shit. Yeah, move over like 2 more squares, and then you can take cover behind it.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can't. I'm out of movement, bud.
Well, you could
That's as
dash.
close to semi. I'm not gonna dash. Fuck off. Sorry, that was way too aggressive.
Fucked
No,
up
he's-
Andrew Gray.
Dashing for cow.
No, because I'm gonna, this is so stupid. I'm gonna, I'm gonna shoot an Eldritch Blast into the air like a warning shot.
Alright.
And I'm gonna scream at them as loud as possible.
What's going on?
He's gonna scream at them as loud as possible. If you guys don't knock this shit off, I'm gonna fucking kill all of you. And that's gonna try and intimidate them into not doing whatever is happening.
Alright, make me an intimidation.
Wait,
I'm very good at it.
Fritz is trying to intimidate 3 bears in a group of bandits.
Yeah.
But he's so cute.
And then he gets a 24.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Your DC is kind of high because there's roaring bears and people firing guns. But I'm gonna say that you've definitely drawn some attention. How they react is up to their turns.
They all pause and stare at you. And then start pointing guns.
That's fine, as long as they're not shooting each other, because what's happening? I don't want these bears to get fucked up.
Because one's going to be my future pet.
Formerly.
Magic German boy, get him.
I don't know what the fuck's going on. There's some
Nobody
goddamn
does.
bears. Fritz is, for the first time in his life, looking semi-competent. Francis is yelling at some bears.
I'll fucking kill you.
Do it, you won't.
You
I'm
right.
gonna take my sword out and fuck yeah. I am straight up. I am just over here now.
Alright.
And if anybody comes within my radius, I will hit them. I'm just saving that little action, and then that's it.
Nadia, you are in your taxi. Please tell me you're going to ram them.
No, I'm gonna go up here. Or no, here. And the 2 hatches that are with the headlights open up.
Jesus Christ.
God, you had
Goddamn.
bullshit.
I'm trying to defend these bears. What are you doing? You're gonna kill them.
Not anymore.
What bears? You mean these corpses?
No, there's not. When you hit them with heavy machine gun fire, there's not a corpse left. There's just piles of meat.
Ugh.
Are you just gonna activate mini?
Who are you shooting?
Nature?
Or are you doing a full auto?
I'm not saying fuck nature.
Who are you shooting, or are you doing a full auto?
Full auto is the burst fire that hits everything, right?
Yeah, that's spray a 10-foot cube.
Oh, you can select an area.
What was that area thing they
I
did?
mean, you get it's
How do they do entire cones then?
it's not a cone. It's a square. It's a cube that you hit.
Well, these machine guns are the ones that
These are the ones from in that thing. They did a whole cone and hit everybody in the party.
and we were spread the fuck out.
Yeah.
I think we can file that under boss fight
That was
actions.
I think I was using a different. I can't find anywhere. It's just do a cone. If you want to cone and spray, just go for it. But keep in mind you're gonna hit everything.
Yeah.
All right.
ignoring
Make an attack roll.
everything that else has done to shoot
I
the
don't
fucking
remember what the image for this thing was, though. Because, like, I didn't have something to put it on.
It's 2d10 piercing, but make an attack roll first.
Right. Okay, good. It loaded.
What is that like? Just a
What would that be? Dex or
You're gonna do a ranged attack, so it's gonna be Dex. You are not proficient with these guns, so just do
No.
Dex. Okay, and the other gun?
Ooh, nice.
Right. So everyone in that cone. Yep. Yep. And definitely the bears. So everyone takes, you can roll 4d10 or you can roll 2d10 plus.
Oh,
Oof.
oh god. Oof.
So this bear is a pile of meat. This bear is a pile of meat. This gentleman is a pile of meat.
Holy shit!
Swiss cheese. Chunky salsa roll. Chunky salsa roll. Chunky salsa roll. Alright! You have officially earned the attention of the bugbear. Shamrock!
We tried to end it peacefully.
An attempt was made.
There will be words.
Francis may or may not cuss at Nadia a couple of times. It'll be fine.
An attempt was made, but 19 damage later.
Intent was
In perfect sync, it's just Francis and Fritz going, "What the fuck?"
Alright, you
I
make that deal outside the building where no one else was at, and you're just like, hold it. What the fuck are those? Oh my god.
everybody knew I had them, though.
Did they though?
Not in character?
No one knew that you had them.
Literally, no one knew that you were gonna
I
watch
took
all of us try to-
divvying loot. I walked out with the two biggest guns.
That's
No
true.
one
We all knew you had the
did
guns.
ask
We didn't
them
know
to
that you were
install them.
yeah.
We knew you had the
Nobody
guns.
knew I installed them in the car, but everybody knew I had them.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, but that doesn't
So-
change that nobody knew that you were gonna gun down the people that we were trying to peacefully stop
Yeah.
from fighting. No one could have predicted that move.
There's the rub. No one expected you to actually do it.
So yeah.
Shamrock,
Did you guys really think I wouldn't use them?
your foe is
Borderline.
not Pikachu.
In better words, hoped.
Yeah, hoped you.
Yeah. Anyways, moving up to there. Bonus action. Hand is now shield. Ready action. If anyone gets within punching range, I'm punching.
Cool. So, Bugbear's turn. He's running the rock. So, he's
I'm
gonna
assuming-
take a look at his fallen bears. And then he's going to do a running leap. And jump onto the hood of the car and start pounding the windshield.
Thank God she reinforced them.
Reinforce the frame.
I mean, the body's gonna be a piece of work, but
Engine's gonna have a rough time with that.
Yeah, you just got several hundred pounds of bugbear landing on your engine compartment. That's gonna need to be bust out. Not with a natural 1. He just, like, bashes and bashes and bashes at the windshield. And it definitely, like, spiderweb cracks, but it does not break through. There is now a rabid bugbear, trying its best to peel this car open like a tin can.
So, is it my turn?
Rin!
Time for another stunt!
Okay.
Oh boy.
Alright. I am going to counter that. I'm going to raise a 1-up him.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not possible.
It's too late for that.
There's no
Please tell me that
one-upping.
you're going to, like, run up the back of it like an action hero movie?
Yes,
Where they're
actually.
bending the vehicle?
Yes, actually. How did you guess?
I've seen enough anime to know where this is going. Alright,
So,
as usual, make an attack roll.
green flame slash. Green flame blade.
Okay.
Shooting fire on.
Move you over the roof.
So,
move you over the roof.
and
I'm gonna have to say that does not hit.
I was going to ask if you mind if I use the point for that, but
You can use your point to use good boy point to reroll it.
do you guys mind?
I mean, go ahead at this point. Just
Go for it.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like anything worse could happen.
Okay then. So, you have successfully hit him. Go ahead and make your damage. Ooh, yikes. That's 13 damage. He is definitely... How do you want to kill him?
So yeah, can I just cut him in half as I land on the other side of the car?
Jesus.
Jesus.
Oh, you want to do like the flying demon cow cleaver thing where you like jump over it and slice down the middle as you go by?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't believe every feral woman in this group is giving us a reason to be sexist.
Yeah.
So this bugbear collapsed. This bugbear, several hundred pounds of bugbear, now is like split in two. I'm gonna spend a bad boy point to say it all falls on top of Nadia's roof.
Gross.
Deserved.
Blood
Yeah.
and ichor and stuff oozing all over your car. But hey, combat is over.
Well, you guys are going to see something pretty disturbing here.
Oh boy.
More disturbing than the Swiss cheese pile of corpses and the viscera on your
Yes,
car.
actually.
Yes, actually.
By the way,
boy.
Rin, that does not count.
That wasn't enough?
Nope, he is too low CR.
Okay.
So, Nadia changes into her slime form and jumps on top of the car and starts cleaning it,
No.
pushing the thing.
Not yet, no.
It's efficient.
Not yet.
Meanwhile,
Gross.
back at the ranch.
And then she retakes her form. I don't like bears.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Hey,
What
here's
the
my...
fuck?
Hey,
Nadia,
now, is any of you going to be the person that explains what was going on here? Or, are we just going to keep having to fucking guess?
We
Well,
needed
we had to deal with bears, and we were alone.
We don't know if the bears were the bad guys in that fucking situation.
We don't know if those people were the bad guys. Now, do you care to explain what the
Well,
fuck
nobody
that
needs to know
was?
about the people. Just look the other way. You don't want to look at this.
Tell me, you're looking at Shamrock?
What?
We already know the answer to that question. Nadia's looking at the fucking corpses that she's going to try and eat right now.
Because you're not noticing his eyes are glowing red.
Uh-oh.
Back. Back.
He's going to take a step onto the car.
Oh.
Right over you.
GM?
I'm
Is
not
GM
in the
here?
middle of this.
Okay, I just wasn't making sure you were there.
Would you care to answer?
Answer what? You didn't give me a question.
What the fuck did you do that to the people?
Did you not see the bears?
Can I fucking shoot this woman?
Back. Back.
Technically, you already have shot her.
I can do it again.
I'm going to give you one more chance to explain to me why you shot all of them. Please make sure it's a good answer.
Back.
As you notice that there's a clunk clunk sound of a something entering his fist.
I'm failing to understand why you're so angry.
And that's the answer, dash. Rin's gone.
That's the smart bet. As Shamrock raises his fist and drives it straight into the engine block.
Alright, I'm not even going to make you make an attack roll, because you're right on top of it. Just roll damage.
Yep, that's it, so... Well, that's baby's roll for that. Followed by 3 striker rounds.
Oof.
So 19 damage.
So while you guys RP that, I'll figure out how much hardness an engine block has.
Engine blocks are hard, but the shit attached to them is not. There's lots of shit in there that can break easy.
Rin's gone. I've got nothing to do with this anymore.
I will show restraint where you didn't. Pray that I show restraint if you ever do this again. And with that, he's going to hop off and go to see if there's anything recognizable amongst the chunky salsa.
So, how much damage did you do? Okay, cool. So,
19.
here's what happens. Shamrock jumps up on this hood, delivers his ultimatum, and then, like a fist of an angry god striking the earth, his fist goes down through the engine block and out the other side at the bottom. Then he yanks it out and hops down, trailing bits of destroyed engine.
There's probably no repairing that, even for Shamrock.
No.
Even if you wanted to.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the operative word.
A couple days of mending might fix it, if you can find all the pieces.
So, Nadia's now inside the car in her slime form.
Uh-huh.
And it's silent for a while.
That's fair.
That would be 1, 2, 3, 4. About 5 rounds. So about a fourth of a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And then she pops out with the gun, aiming it at Shamrock.
The rest of us seeing this happen?
I'm dashing. I'd like to put my sword to her throat.
Francis is pulling out his rifle and right
All
at
right,
Nadia's fucking throat.
Hold on. We're gonna go back into initiative now.
Oh god.
Nadia,
What?
you're up.
This all got real quick.
Welcome to the Unsung City. Nadia, you're up. What are you doing?
Now, I was going to help you by getting rid of the evidence that would cause you problems. And then you cause me problems. So now we have a problem.
Didn't ask for a damn cleaner.
Yes, you did when you asked me to come along on this trip. People weren't supposed to be up here. They were up here. They were in the way.
They could have been civilians.
Okay, hold on. Rin, you're gone. Francis.
I'm gone.
Francis is pointing his rifle right at Nadia.
Okay.
He's just gonna be aiming right now.
All right. You ready
He's
in action or anything?
a bonus action to cast Entangling Strike. So for 1 minute, for some amount of time, his next hit will do extra damage, but it will also ensnare the person in vines.
Okay. Are you holding an action? Are you readying an
He is
action?
holding an action as soon as Nadia takes a shot. He's taking a shot.
Okay. Fritz. You don't have to do something if you don't.
I'm aware of that, but I'm going to anyways. He is going to. Fritz looks nauseous at this entire situation,
Yeah.
and he's going to draw the sword. And Nadia needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright. Nadia,
He's
please make
great,
me a wisdom
sir.
saving throw.
He's not even pointing it at her. He's just kind of like holding it in front of her and looking at it and just going,
You're saving
Sorry.
throw at the top there. You have the wisdom's that one there.
You didn't make it.
Ah, damn, that's your good one.
Um,
Can I use a bad boy point to save against that?
No.
Not how that works.
No.
I'm
You'd
gonna
have to have
say
all
no
of our
for this
consent,
one.
and we're very clearly against this.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to lock down good boy and bad boy points for the duration of this.
That's right.
None can be spent.
okay, I need to see how this spell works because I've never used it before in my life. Holy fuck!
What spell?
Message DM.
Action.
Yeah,
You
yeah, I
like-
got you.
This
But I
this is dominate person at 5th level.
Okay.
Oh wow.
He's gonna tell her to drop the gun and sit.
Okay,
Does she
I
count as the
believe-
humanoid? Or does she
You know,
count
She's
as
a
a slime?
human.
You know, that's a good.
Is a slime a humanoid?
I think
Would
they
it have to be
that-
dominate monster?
I don't know.
I think you do actually have to use dominate monster.
On Nadia?
Fucked up if true.
Yeah.
Nadia's a slime who just happens to have a humanoid shape.
Let's say you have the humanoid form, although you are not considered a humanoid.
Fuck.
Oh,
That's
doesn't work.
explicit.
So your spell takes effect. Your spell lands, but you feel like it's just not. It doesn't land
It doesn't hold.
successfully enough to actually force Nadia. And Nadia kind of like shakes her head. Whether or not Nadia does
No,
anything
Nadia
with that
does
is-
it. Nadia actually does it.
yeah, the physiological issue with the magical incorporation. That's
Yeah.
that's important for later.
You feel that Fritz is trying to work magic on you, and demands that you drop the gun and sit down, but you are not compelled to do so.
Oh, I do it.
Okay, so
Fritz.
you put the gun down and you sit down on the hood of the destroyed taxi. Donovan, I mean, actually, at this time, Nadia is still holding the thing, I believe. Still holding the gun.
No, I dropped it.
Yeah, but it happens on your turn.
Oh.
Yeah, you're
The
waiting for
action
your
happens on your turn.
concede.
Nadia is still holding the gun, Donovan.
Fuck. Do I know that the spell has taken hold?
Mm-mm. You have no idea what happened. You just know that Fritz,
Okay.
looking like they're about to throw up the contents of their stomach and then the rest of the organs after it, has pulled out the sword, holding it in shaking hands, and has shouted at Nadia to put the gun down. And Nadia's turned to look at Fritz.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that didn't work. I don't know if he'd even register that as being a spell.
Sorry if I took over for you there, Fritz.
Okay, well then that action's still up in the air. I'm not actually going to commit to either of those.
Yeah. So
Depending on else.
Yeah, depending on what else happens.
yeah. So formerly,
Okay. I am going to look at her and speak aloud the command "concede" as I cast command.
okay.
Is
I think that requires a wisdom.
It
saving
requires
throw.
save, yeah.
okay, and that one is creature, not humanoid.
Yes, it is creature. I had to double check.
And that one is wisdom.
Follow the command on its next turn. Yeah.
So wisdom save.
So yeah, Nadia, you need to make a wisdom save again.
Nadia's not undead, right?
No.
Nope.
As far as we know.
Formerly, what's your spell save DC? Because it's not listed.
It is wisdom. I'm a cleric.
No, but it's not
No, no.
listed.
What's the DC number?
Oh, 14.
14. Okay, Nadia.
Oh, okay. I see for the other spell, it had the DC at the bottom. That's neat.
Yeah, that's weird.
Weird.
Oh.
Okay, so you have failed
Was
that save. So you
Oh,
do feel a
mine has
magical
the
compulsion coming from Donovan, telling you to concede.
Mine has the
Which I will
built-in
leave it
because
up
it's
to
an
you.
item.
How you
gotcha.
interpret that. But it is your turn, Nadia.
Nadia drops the gun.
Okay.
Good choice. Alright.
And she scoops back inside the cracks of the taxi.
Okay.
I want to go get the gun. She's lost gun privileges, I think.
Okay.
What gun did you
Walk
even
over
have?
and pick up the gun.
I think she undid the chain gun. Is what she was trying to do. Am I
Yeah,
wrong?
she unfastened it.
Hmm.
So actually, Nadia, this would be your business form, right?
Yeah,
Since you were in your cleaner. So that would probably he unfastened it.
Yeah.
yeah.
They. It. Whatever.
Yeah, he unfastened it and then put it down on the ground and then went back into the taxi. What's left of it. So I'm gonna cautiously turn off the turn order for now.
We removed initiative.
Fucked. This is so fucked up. Everything that's
So
happening is
fucked
fucked
up.
up.
And now Rin has just dashed into the cave system.
Oh,
Rin
boy.
is like a mile into the cave.
Rin's actually already defeated the final boss of the cave and is like sitting having jasmine tea at the end. Like she's already done.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna
Rin-
get there in like 3 games and she's gonna be like, oh hey guys, the drow actually made me their new goddess.
I'm gonna say
I have a
that
little
Rin
harem.
heard the shouting and came back to the entrance of the cave.
Oh, okay.
But you definitely you're like peeking around the edge, like, is it done?
Pretty much, actually.
Are we good? We done?
Those are her
How do you
words
like
exactly.
this?
Those are her words exactly.
And just finding...
Shamrock.
Yeah.
It's more liquid than solid right now, and it's starting to soak into the hard-packed earth.
Mm-hmm.
Or not hard-packed, but like sun-baked. So, like, there's no chance of loot, really.
That's fair. Less looking for loot, more looking for anything identifiable, like these guys, townies, out of town.
You might find a few teeth, some bone fragments. Maybe if you're lucky, you find an intact eye.
Damn it, Jim.
Like you've seen.
I'm a PI, not a forensics detective.
You're a veteran of the war. You've seen what happens when someone gets mowed down with a machine gun nest.
Truth.
So, flashbacks?
Oh, yes. Anyone that's looking at Shamrock, the glow is less intense, but oh boy, is it still red.
Hey, Shamrock. Because I love stirring the pot.
Oh, God.
Where's Jeffrey?
I'm gonna spend a bad boy point. You are unable to calm down.
That is
Bad.
acceptable.
Problem.
You are unable to calm down. The combination of what you see as a violation, combined with the flashbacks you're getting to the trenches, among other things, you're in aggressive mode and you can't switch it off even if you try.
Is everything alright?
Back off.
I'll take that as a no.
As you start walking forward, the three large caliber cartridges eject from your arm and clank against the hard ground, rolling off, still smoking.
Tunk. Tunk.
Wait, what is Shamrock doing? What's happening?
He's going rogue again.
I'm taking that gun.
You can have it. Yeah, take it. Go ahead.
No, not the one that's already ejected.
Oh,
The other
God.
one. No machine gun placements for the enemy. So, rip and tear check.
What the fuck are we traveling with?
war machine.
What the fuck?
Or
This is
make
fucked up.
me a sunder check, I think.
Sunder, don't. Oh, wait, that's an action.
Isn't Nadia still in that thing?
Nadia's
Yeah.
climbed inside, but is currently
He's
under the
like a
effect
little
of
snail.
seed.
As I quickly figure out how Sunder works,
Actually,
stand
sunder
by.
isn't a rule. It's just the break object. So go
Walks
ahead
over
and make
here.
an attack roll.
Dude, he breaks it. It's fine.
Okay. So you break them out.
Crit.
You just reach in, your fist just goes straight through
Holy
the
fuck.
through the body, and you tear it off its mount.
Shamrock, you can make a perception check.
Can't believe Nadia's unemployed now.
Oh my God.
You didn't notice.
He said, "No, speak me, I'm Angie."
That would not have. Had you noticed that? But yeah,
He's currently in Angie mode. He's not really looking at things.
yeah.
He's in T1000 mode.
Angie, because you're upset, aren't you?
Are things okay, Fritz?
Oh, and command does not prevent you from protecting yourself versus hostile situations, right?
No, as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure around the time Shamrock slams his fist, command ends.
Yeah, because if you're in active danger, it does not.
Oh, I think in your active danger, you get another save against it. But I'm gonna say that this is past that point now.
At this point, just sort of tucking the gun under her arm, he slams his shield shut. And with his newfound hand, points to the group of four. All right, you four, we got a job to do. Francis, keep an eye on the prisoner.
Francis is gonna
We
just.
got
Okay.
Now, you guys don't have to obey these orders. If you don't
Thanks,
want
Dad.
Yeah, Fritz is gonna sort of step forward and go, "Okay, that's not how we're operating here." Yeah?
Yeah. Not. I think maybe we should. I don't know if this is good. I don't know if we should do this today.
I think it might be a good idea for us to come back tomorrow.
I think it might be a good idea for us to come back tomorrow.
I think it might be a good idea for us to come back to.
There's a lot that's happened, and we need some time to
Is Shamrock coming over to us?
discuss it.
The longer we wait, the longer the drought prisoners don't have.
We don't know the situation.
Does Francis have any experience with Warforged murder robots from his time in the army?
You were an army ranger, right?
Yeah. He was infantry. He was frontlines infantry.
I thought you were a ranger. You probably
No.
would have experienced them, but not in the Warforged psychology sense. You probably would have been like, there's some murder machines over there mowing down Germans.
That's all I want. That's all I needed to know. Have I seen them fucking murder
You've
people?
seen them wreck shit before.
Francis is gonna lean over to Formerly and Fritz and Rin and kind of whisper, "Be careful. They can fuck people up."
No shit.
Like subtly whisper that to them and be like, "Now, Shamrock, we wanna be on your team, but we gotta re-strategize. Clearly, our strategy coming into this was not sufficient."
Rana, you were saying?
So after a long silence from the car, it bursts into flames and Nadia takes her normal form and just starts walking out.
Are you cool with letting Nadia go?
Fritz is gonna sort of look at Francis informally and like you take this one, I'll take that one. Look.
Formerly has been open mouthed for the past 3 straight minutes.
Fritz has been like trembling.
All right. At this point,
He's gonna
okay,
go
what
for
is Shamrock's
Nadia.
reaction? What is Shamrock's reaction to this?
Yeah, that's
Because at this point, I would have precasted mage armor.
I want to say at this point, Shamrock is still a bit in his head, but his, quote, blood is cooled a little.
No.
He's not making any aggressive actions.
Yeah, you're not being forced to attack, but you're definitely not thinking cool-headedly yet.
Yeah. Not to say he isn't thinking, just where would I aim? Should I...
It's true.
Just PTSD is PTSDing right now.
I'm
Please leave a
aware.
message after the beep.
Everybody in the group at one time. Everyone. Trauma response central today.
So Nadia, are you walking off or are you pulling a fade?
Pulling a what?
Are you pulling a fade and disappear? I mean, you're a shadow. So you could just fucking step into the darkness and they'll never find you.
Or are you going to give them the opportunity to approach?
Fritz is walking very quickly in your direction.
I'm ready in action to intercede if Shamrock makes a move.
Francis is still like slowly, kind of like walking very carefully, slowly, deliberately walking towards Shamrock and like trying to kind of talk him down a little bit.
So
No.
as As Fritz is running towards Nadia, she just turns. There are tears in her eyes, but then she just turns away and keeps walking. If he catches up, he catches up.
He's gonna catch up, and he's gonna sort of be following you and not currently saying anything. But if you will allow him to walk next to you, he will do so.
Okay.
Proximity-based emotional support.
He's giving you he's very obviously giving you cooldown time, but also definitely looks like he wants to say something.
I'll stay with Francis and help the Shamrock.
I feel like that's the more pressing
Yeah.
problem. We don't want murder roboting right now. We've already had enough murder going
Automated
on.
based murder.
And yeah, I guess so. Shit. Yeah. We don't need more of that.
Oh Lord.
I'm gonna let them handle it, and like I said, I'm ready in action to intercede if Shamrock makes a move.
Okay. So let's put a pause on you guys, and let's move over to Fritz and Nadia.
He's gonna walk a little bit behind her and then get just like closer in increments and then just kind of keep edging in closer until like he can get to the point where their shoulders are brushing.
Why are you even here?
Because I think it's pretty obvious that everybody kind of fucked this one up.
I was hired as a cleaner, so I do cleaner things.
I mean, I don't mean to say it like this, but you're the one that made the mess back there.
I was going to clean it up, but they did it for me.
They didn't have to be a mess in the first place, Nods.
Well, no, there's not. I have no evidence against me, and they took all of the blame.
That's not the point.
Cause every time we touch, I get this feeling.
I think collectively, as a group, we all need to sit down and talk out exactly what kind of actions we want to take, because that was fucking brutal. And we didn't need to do that.
I don't like bears.
Is there a story behind that?
Doesn't matter.
Clearly it fucking does. I don't like machine guns. There's a story behind that. I feel like that matters. That shit scared the fuck out of me. We can't go guns blazing into every single situation. It's how people that don't deserve to end up dead end up dead.
I'm being betrayed by the people that you care about. That's what matters. One person's life that you don't know, that matters nothing. People get caught in the crossfire all the time. That is the work we have been chosen to do. Murdering a few schmucks that aren't where they're supposed to be because we want to clean up some bears. I don't understand why that tin giant is such a blowhard. Woohoo! A few people die. Few people die every day. It's nothing. Try being hired to clean up the mess others make. Time after time. And then you'd understand. This matters nothing. Your betrayal, that matters.
For people to get caught in the crossfire, the firing has to go both ways. You may have been hired to clean up, but the rest of us weren't. We can be judge, jury, and executioner, but you have to let the judge and jury do their job first. Yeah. We don't know who they were. We don't know who was in the right, who was in the wrong. They were fighting each other, not us. None of us even got fucking hit. People die every day, but they don't have to, and we don't have to be the ones doing it. I fucking left New York so that this shit didn't happen to me again. And I don't want to be the person doing it to someone else. I understand. You get desensitized to it after a while, or at least you're supposed to. It makes you feel better about what you're doing. But the reason Sham's like that is because no matter how desensitized you get, there's always going to be that one thing in the back of your brain that tells you that what you're doing is wrong and that it's fucked up. And it's not bad to listen to it sometimes, even though it hurts, even though it's counterproductive. I mean, you're worth more to us than just cleanup. Clearly.
I am worth something to you. To all of you when you steal from me. You take my livelihood. There was a time there where someone could have talked. I told him I did not understand, and he did not hesitate.
That's because that little thing in the back of Sham's mind that tells him when things are wrong is broken. And I'm sure when he wakes up from whatever the fuck is happening to him right now, he's gonna feel real fucking bad about it. But there are boundaries, and both of you crossed them. And I don't give a fuck who apologizes first, but one of you has to fucking nut up and do it. Yeah? Or I'll knock both of your heads together. Because you're both being real fucking stupid right now. I understand your feelings are hurt. I am understanding that Shamrock's feelings are hurt. I'm understanding that a lot of people physically got hurt for no fucking reason. So we all need to sit down like mature adults and talk it out. Or else one of us is gonna get killed. And I don't want it to be you. And I don't want it to be Sham. And I don't want it to be one of the rest of us caught in the crossfire.
What do you propose I do?
I think everyone needs to cool their heads for a bit. I think what Francis said was a good idea, that we need to sit down and strategize and not run headfirst into everything, or else we're going to get hurt. And you and Shem need to talk. Actually talk it out.
I can still fix the problem of people probably coming to investigate, but we would need to dispose of the bodies and the car and the guns. Except for one, because they still need a reason for the bears to be in the state they're in.
And I trust you to do that.
Do you think they'll still let me do it?
I think, I don't know, we maybe give him 10 or something more minutes to try and figure out where the fuck Sham's head's at, but I trust you to do it, and
we might not have 10 minutes because some more of them might be within the mines. But I'll go back with you. But only because you're here.
If you don't want to come back, you don't have to, I'm sure. But God fucking damn it. He just sort of kicks the dust on the ground for a bit, looking very obviously frustrated, but not necessarily with you, more at himself. Well, not exactly how I expected this day to go. These guys just start walking back. Sort of holds a hand out to you, but isn't looking at you.
Nadia takes the hand.
Pulls her close so that their shoulders are bumping again and just starts walking. Gives it a squeeze, the I'm mad at you, but you're still my friend and I care about you squeeze. I still want to hear your bear story. Start talking.
All right, and I think with that, we're going to call it for tonight's session.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Ghostface, I would like to apologize.
I feel like I'm
escalate like that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.